Yes. Alright, I think it should be good to go. I hope. What's up, everybody? Airborne as Angel Davis, Jackie, Myra, probably Myra. They're moving too quick. I'm not gonna be able to catch up. What's up, everybody? Hello, Miss Amanda. Yeah, I'm glad you made it to a live show as well. I'm very random with my live streams, and I usually don't give much of a warning. Yeah. How's everyone's weekend going? Everyone having fun? I am doing pretty well. Yeah. Can't complain too much. I mean, this past week's been pretty crazy, but yeah, I'm alive. I'm alive. Oh, Kenzie Rose. Thank you so much. Super chat. Forever my favorite. That's so sweet. Thank you very much. Sorry I haven't been posting much. That kind of sucks for being your favorite, but I hope to get back on track. I was really busy with everything, and actually this weekend I gotta record a review for a product. So that's gonna be a lot of fun too. Oh shit, I was muted. I don't know how long I was muted. Kenzie Rose, I don't know if you heard me. Thank you very much. Forever my favorite is what she posted. Yeah, sorry I haven't been posting too much. I've been extremely busy with everything, and I got a review to do this weekend for a product as well, so that'll be coming out soon. All that good stuff. I can't believe I always mute myself and then forget about it. I do that so often. It's crazy. And I did see you, Pixel Volt. I tried to give you a shout out, but I was muted. Yes. Someone said tell some scary stories about my life. I don't know if I have too many actual scary stories. I haven't been in too many scary situations, but I definitely have some interesting stories. Daniel asks what the product is. The product is a giant ass beanbag chair, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, you'll be able to see all that good stuff here soon. Hello, Lonnie. I see you. And BVIP Productions? No, it was probably BVI Productions. I just added an extra P in there. Yeah. Yeah, I saw you also, Oklahoma, California. What up, Lewis? Sorry I mispronounced that. I was thinking about redoing your story, but at the same time, maybe it's better to leave it how it was. You know, it's not every day someone says Oklahoma, California. So, yeah. Cassie Garlagos, I hope I'm reading that right. I discovered you a while back and just love what you do. Hope YouTube lets you do your thing. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that. YouTube is showing a little bit of progress. It's still having its issues, but I mean, at least they're taking a step in the right direction now. I can dispute. God, that screaming is crazy. I would turn that off. I don't know why it's on. I actually have it off. So, yeah, sorry. My wife is doing very well now. We went to the orthodontist to get the chain and everything, the next step after the surgery done, and then they said that they need to do something else. So now she's gonna have to go get like a laser thing that's gonna cut her open and do some stuff. I'm not really sure, but as of now, she's doing good. In a little bit of pain, but yeah. Issues with the monetization. Husan Bouillon asks, yes, that's what the main issues have been. It's essentially, like now, at least I know a lot of the other horror narrators, they don't have the option yet to appeal this monetization crap that's been going on, but for some reason my main channel has it, and I was able to appeal some of those and got some of them overturned, and some of them for some reason not. And yeah, it's pretty much just giving us the option now to actually see that, hey, you don't have ads, do you want us to review it? The Scream. Abby Kimmel, I love you, is what she says. Well, love right back at you. Thank you so much for the support. That's awesome. I'm happy you made the live stream, and I hope you enjoy it. Blue, do you know Mr. Nightmare? No, not personally. I have chatted with him. I've also collaborated with him, but I do not know him personally. How are my cats? My cats are annoying as hell. Tigger just had his 9th birthday a couple days ago. But yeah, they're doing really good. Really good. And Sarenthia, what's going on? I'm glad you made it to this live stream as well. Thank you so much. You ready for the holidays? Can't wait for Halloween. I am getting ready for the holidays. I was gonna do. I actually have a video that's already up for all my patrons. That's gonna be the next video. It's probably not gonna be up for 2 days or so, because I want YouTube to do that stupid monetization glitch, and I can appeal it before it goes live. Hopefully, but two of the stories I was gonna do for that video actually turned out being Halloween stories, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to these. So I'm getting everything ready. It's gonna be nice to actually hopefully have enough Halloween stories to do. Hussein Bouillon, are you talking to Eden? No, not right now. I mean, I do talk to Eden. In fact, we're working on that audiobook together. She'll be emailing me within the next probably couple days, and then I gotta add in all the parts for Janice in the book, and then do the last couple things I need to do, and then I think it's gonna go for sale. So that'll be cool. I'll announce that at some point. Have I met Corpsey? No, I have not yet. I wanted to go see him this summer, but that's not looking like possibility. With everything he's going through and everything I'm going through, I mean, it's just, holy shit, Blue Titan. Wow. Holy moly. Thank you so much. And you didn't even say anything. Thank you so much, Blue Titan. Glad you made the live stream, and I really appreciate the support. But, you didn't even say anything. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This one's for you, Blue Titan. So I guess I'll tell you guys a story. It's not going to be a scary story because, like I said, I don't have too many scary stories in my life. I mean, I guess it was kind of scary because I didn't know what was going to happen, and we were pretty much all in at this point. So I guess I can tell you the story of the Blizzlemobile. Okay, so the Blizzlemobile. This story starts in Kansas. At the time, I was living in Junction City, right outside of Fort Riley, and I was working at a Chinese restaurant. I worked a lot, and I worked probably like 3 blocks from where I lived, so I didn't need a car, so I just go to work, come home. Ended up meeting this dude, and he was going through a hard time, so I let him and his girlfriend move in with me for free, and eventually started noticing cash missing and all that kind of stuff. So I told him it wasn't going to work, and the bad thing is he wasn't exactly the type of person I should have let in my house, because he is the type to break into your house. So when I kicked him out, I didn't trust having my place that open and available since I worked 7 days a week, 12 to 16 hours a day. So essentially I made myself homeless too. I ended up canceling my lease and helping them rent the place out, so that way they didn't get screwed over. I rented it out within a week for them. And then I was at work at the Chinese restaurant, and I was going to stay with a friend of mine from when I was in the military. And my boss at the time, they had a delivery vehicle. It was a 2001 Chevy Prism. It was a red little car. And he told me he would talk to the delivery driver and try to get it so I could buy the car, since he knew I needed a car at that point. Anyways, I started getting it. I got it for $450 car. A beautiful little car. I mean, it is a Chevy Prism, but it's like the only model that's actually a Toyota. Like, if you were to put it next to a 99 Corolla, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. Like, the body's exactly the same. The interior design, center console, everything is all the same. The engine even says Toyota on all the parts. So I started using that, tinted the windows, all that good stuff. Then I decided to move back to Arizona. So I packed Blizzle up. It wasn't Blizzle at that point. It wasn't the Blizzle-mobile at that point. So then I got to Arizona, and then when I went to go get everything taken care of, they said it was like $20 for a custom license plate. And I was like, whoa, shit, I want a custom license plate. And for some reason, the first thing that popped in my head was Blizzle. So I chose Blizzle. And my car was known as the Blizzle-mobile from that point on. So I had that car in Arizona and pretty much just worked here, blah, 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 blah. Ended up, the way I met my wife was on Facebook, through one of my sister's photos, actually. And my wife was my sister's best friend, well, is my sister's best friend, but they've been best friends since high school. So when I hadn't actually met her, we just started chatting, and I did know she was legit a person, so I wasn't getting catfished because of my sister. What up, being scared? I see ya. But I was able to know she was real, start talking to her. She was in an abusive relationship, so I sent some money her way, got her mom to pick her up and get her away from Dookie Dude, and ended up deciding to go pick her up, so I put in a notice at work and started saving money. Darkness Prevails, thank you so much. Hey man, thanks for keeping YouTube creepy with that sexy voice. Thank you for coming by and supporting the channel. As long as people keep watching, I will be here to narrate for everybody with this, what I hear is a sexy voice. It's your boy Austin. Yo, it's same again. Keep on keeping on. Thank you very much. I will do that. And I hope you're enjoying this little story as well as the whole live stream and your weekend. So pretty much at that point, I saved up enough money for a couple months rent after I put my notice in at my job. And I had never met my sister's best friend at the time. We just figured we'd take a chance, I'd pick her up, and then we'd move to Oregon and go from there. I just had to look and make sure I wasn't muted. If I was muted this whole time, oh my god, I'd be just embarrassed, and I'd end the stream. Okay, so I went and picked her up, and I actually, I'm one of those big people that's big on dates. Like, dates as in a special day. So the day that I actually, I think it's really cool, but the day that I went and met her, since we were getting along so well on the phone, the day I went and met her, I actually made sure to show up on December 2nd, my daughter's birthday. So that way, if things did kick off, now I had, a really awesome day, my daughter's birthday, as well as the day I met the love of my life, which is the way it worked out. So I picked her up, we packed everything we could, and went up to Oregon in the Blizzle-mobile. At the time, it ran perfectly fine. As soon as we got to Oregon, I started hearing this light rumble in the engine, and I was like, okay, at least we made it here. We'll just do our thing and see what happens. It was $450 for the car. I should also add that at one point I lived in that car when I was in Arizona. I ripped out the back seat and took it out on the island, and that's where I lived. I'd tuck back in there. So I had a lot of time with this car. This was my baby. So we get up to Oregon and we just start doing our thing, and slowly the car starts getting worse and the sound starts getting louder. And over the period of a year or so, it starts getting really bad. Like, smoke starts coming out of the exhaust whenever you're driving. There was a hill in Coos Bay, North Bend area, right next to the casino, that was so steep the car couldn't make it up. And it was the main road. Like, you could literally get out and walk up this hill faster than the car was going. And it sounded like it was about to explode. I remember going up the side road next to it, and there was this older dude out watering his lawn or something like that. And he just looks at my car because he just it sounds like it's about to explode. It's smoking as it's going up this hill extremely slow. And this dude is just looking at me. And from the time he looks at me to the time I get probably eye level with him, it's probably 5 minutes. No joke. Like, I'm moving that slow. You literally could get out and do it again. Yeah, I'll turn a little tunes on too. You could literally get out and walk up the hill faster. It was hilarious. So the car starts getting worse and worse. My wife and I think we ended up getting engaged right around that time, which is towards the end of it. Jessen, 1990. My fiance Ty and I love your videos. We watch them every night as we smoke. That is so awesome. Thank you so much, Jessen. And tell your fiance Ty hello. And you watch them every night as you smoke. That's the best way to watch them. I really appreciate your support. Much love. Wink. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, right around that time I proposed to my wife, and we decided we were going to move to Arizona. There were a few reasons behind it. A big one was to go back to my old job, because I ended up working at McDonald's in Oregon, and that's not a career path. So I wanted to go back to the dental lab in Arizona. So we got engaged, and we decided to move up to Arizona. So for the couple of months, I think I ended up giving a month notice at my job at McDonald's. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. A month notice at a McDonald's. Every night after work, I started ripping the top part of my engine apart, trying to fix whatever was wrong. I know nothing about cars. Nothing. Like, I didn't have a dad that taught me about cars. I don't know my father. I don't even know his name. So I've had nothing to do with cars. But I'm not afraid to learn. So I went and bought the manual and pretty much just dissected my vehicle and started going to work. Ripped the throttle body off, cleaned it with a toothbrush. Couldn't find in the manual how it said to get the throttle cable hooked back up. So I was out there for like 3 hours trying to figure it out. And I eventually got it. So the car just keeps getting bad. I end up replacing the exhaust manifold, and this thing is just getting worse and worse. Starts smelling like gasoline. And we're getting ready to move. I mean, we've saved up almost enough for the place to get for like 2 months or something like that. That's how I always save up when I move, is rent for 2 months at least. So I start trying to fix this car. Every night I get off work, rip the whole top part of the engine apart, trying to clean, get everything perfect, replace spark plugs, replace everything, mass airflow sensors. Like, I learned a lot about a car from that. And I started having a buddy come over, almost killed him with the car too. We were trying to check if my ignition coils were getting power. So we used a couple wires, and we're like, okay, let's do this. And he touched the metal. Yeah, and he almost died. So we knew that one was getting power, which was a good thing. So I did a compression test and found that it's a 4-cylinder car. The first and third cylinders were extremely low pressure-wise. So it was misfiring a lot. Every time I go get the codes ran, it was a misfire. Harley Dawn, thank you so much. That's super awesome. I want to stay and listen, but I have to go to work. I will make sure to keep this one public. So feel free to come back and listen to it. That way you can hear the rest of this story, because it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But thank you so much for the support. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. And I hope you come back and finish the video. Ryan, don't worry about it. It says, hey man, if I could, I would donate. Don't worry about it. I mean, that's just a something if you can and if you want to type of thing. You being here is all I ask. Not even if you have things to do, go do them. But your support's all I need. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so anyways, compression test goes shit. I end up taking and replacing the exhaust manifold again and actually buying another gasket and sandwiching 2 gaskets together. Young Kuruk says, how's your daughter, your maker? My daughter passed away years ago, back in 2008. That's another story you can actually find on my channel. I'm not going to get into that right now. Where was I? Okay, so I sandwich 2 gaskets back together and get the car to be quiet. The car is still running bad, cannot go up hills or anything. But we're still getting ready to move. And we've decided that we can pretty much fit everything in a small U-Haul trailer. So I buy a trailer hitch off of the internet and go to the U-Haul place and actually have them install a U-Haul trailer hitch onto this car that is pretty much on like 3 cylinders-ish if you got them all together. And we actually loaded up a small U-Haul trailer with our stuff and took off at night. And I remember as soon as we left the town, the city, there was just a loud pop. And the engine was so loud. Like the manifold the gaskets had helped a little, getting it more quiet and making it run better. And then this pop, I mean, it was just bad. And that was before we even left Oregon. I ended up visiting my aunt down there, and she was just looking at me. She's like, "You're going to drive that thing to Arizona?" I was like, yeah. And she's all, "Well, here's the GPS." She's all, "I really wish I could give you my car. I would give you my car if you were here like a month later because I'm getting a new one or something like that." I'm like, "No big deal. I would want this car anyways. It's sentimental and it's already got the trailer hitch." So we get the GPS, visit with my family, and leave from Oregon down the coast of California. And as soon as we get into California, we're passing Crescent City, and we're getting, those of you that are familiar with the PCH will know that it's pretty hilly right along the cliff of the ocean. I mean, it's a beautiful view. So I start going up a tiny little hill right around there. And then there's like almost like another pop. And then all of a sudden just plumes of white smoke just start shooting out the back of the car. So I get to the top of the hill, coasted all the way down, and I'm at the bottom. We park at the bottom, and I just put my head in my hands. I'm like, I don't know what to do. If we break down, we are screwed. And, I'm talking to my fiance, and she's sitting there. She's asking what we should do. We're already, like 4 hours away from where we lived. And we're pretty much all in at that point, So we decide we're just going to keep going and just try to take it easy on the car. So we make it all the way down Cali into some of my other families, visit them, and they're laughing about the car. So when we leave there and make it about 3.5 hours away from there and visit my fiance's family, and at that point they were trying to give us their car. Like, they were all, "Here, take this car, you can have it." And I'm just like, I really appreciate that. But I already have a hitch on this, and I don't want to try to transfer everything because that's expensive and time consuming. So we didn't take that car that they offered, which was a pretty decent car, had turbo and everything. We end up, we're like, cool, we've already reached Reno. The rest is just going to be a smooth desert drive all the way to Arizona. We've beat the worst of it. So we leave there extremely happy. We're like, awesome, the worst is behind us. We're going to make it, no issues. If the car breaks down once we're there, that sucks, but we're there. So we start cruising, and it's probably, a few hours later, and we get back into the woods and start going uphill a little. And I'm like, okay, just a small hill. And then after 15 minutes, the hill is not stopping. We're still going up. And I have the accelerator floored, and the car's going maybe 15 miles an hour. Like, bad, extremely slow. If it would have stopped, we were done. There's no way that car, if I would have let off that throttle at all and the car would have stopped right there, we were fucked. I would have had to try to back down this entire hill. Fortunately, I timed it so we were doing all this at night. Semis are passing us as we're going up this hill. That's how bad this car was. And I'm pulling a U-Haul trailer, and plumes of white smoke are coming out the back. It also smelled like gas a lot, but that's just one of those things. Okay. And so we're doing that and going up the hill, and we're like, where in the hell has this kind of elevation? Ended up, I think we were going up, what was it? Was it Mammoth Mountain at the time? No, it wasn't Mammoth. It was There were a few different hills. It was Donner Pass, I think, was the first one. So the second one. One of those. We went up like 4 different sets of hills. The GPS is what we decided to follow rather than my printed directions that would have brought us through the desert. So instead, we start going up all of these hills. Like insane. You're talking, I think some of them were like 15,000 feet. Just going up. Slow. Like each hill would take hours to get up. In a normal car, it would probably take you a half hour. And it was taking 2.5 to 3 hours at least. Like it was bad. I don't know how we made it. So we got past the first hill and I'm like, sweet. As much as it sucks, we made it over that thing. And then we start going uphill again. And I was like, no, don't do this again. For about 4 hours, we're going uphill again. And I was just so afraid that the car was going to stall. Because there was nothing we could have done if it would have stalled out. Somehow this car makes it all the way to Arizona. I don't know how, but we make it all the way. We ended up having to pass where we needed to go, wrap down Cali, come in from the south, come back because of the way it took us through Cali. And we made it. I don't know how. And the car still had the same issues. So after some time, we actually cruised that car here around town. That car never died. As long as I owned it, it never died. And I don't know, I remember one time in Oregon it wouldn't start when we were at the store. And I called my mom's husband. He came out, called a tow truck, we got it towed home. As soon as it got off the tow truck, it started. So anytime it wouldn't start, I literally had to go out and just shake the car. As weird as that sounds, I'd just open the door and just shake the car some, and then it would start. But other than that, the car never died. So we get to Arizona, cruising it around town. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. I'm trying to fix things like the throttle started working. I ended up having to try to adjust the throttle cable so that way it would actually idle. Because at the time I was having to pretty much drive it like a stick. It was an automatic, but I'd have to switch to neutral, hit the gas, slam on the brake, or slam on brakes and gas so that way it would actually do its thing. So I ended up adjusting the throttle cable as much as I could. That wasn't enough, so I had to add like a washer or something like that to give it that little bit of extra pull. I just happened to mention to my wife, I was like, hey, if the accelerator sticks, make sure you just switch it to neutral and power it off. That same frickin' day, she goes to work, and not even 2 blocks from our house, that throttle's stuck. She ends up calling me, and she's like, I don't know what to do, I'm stuck. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Got my buddy to pick me up, bring me over there, and man, that throttle was stuck. Holy shit, I turned the car on, it sounded like it was a bomb. Like, bad. Everyone on every road was just looking at me, and smoke just filling this whole empty lot that I'm sitting on. I'm just like, oh my god, that could have been bad. So I end up taking it to a mechanic in town. And the mechanic looks at it, ends up coming back and telling me pretty much kind of what I tested, except now he says that cylinders 1 and 3 have no compression. He even says he doesn't know how the car's still running. He couldn't drive it into the back. Like, I knew how to drive it because I was so used to it at that point. He couldn't even drive it to go take a look at it. It died probably like 15 times because he didn't know how to switch it to neutral and do all that sexy stuff. So he ends up telling me it just needs a new engine. There's nothing they can do to replace it. He doesn't know how it's running. Like, the misfires are so perfect that it's keeping itself going. Had it been 2 misfires and like 1 and 2 or whatever it was, then it wouldn't have been dead. But it was like a misfire hit. So it was so perfectly timed that it was actually running. And he just said either replace the engine or just get rid of it. So I ended up just selling it. I think I sold it for about $150. And man, the ad I put for it was amazing. I listed everything. I wasn't trying to screw anyone over, and I wasn't in a rush to sell it because it was my car. And I put an ad on Facebook and I said, hey, I got a deal for you guys. I'm willing to sell this car for $2 million, but if you act within the next year, I'll sell it for $150. And I'm listening out and I'm like, if you like to worry about living while you drive, love to smell gas, watch smoke come out the back, blah blah blah. And I started hitting on how the smoke coming out the back's a custom James Bond feature, just making it fucking hilarious. I sold the car within like 2 hours. It was so fucking funny. It was amazing. And that was about it. I remember watching it drive down the road, smoke shooting out the back, And sad days for sure. Sad days for sure. The Blizzomobile lived, though. I had that car for so many years. And in the long run, I ended up paying, well, like $300 for it. And I had it for probably like 5 or 6 years. Yeah. So, that's the story of the Blizzomobile. I'm sure I forgot a couple of funny things about it. Oh yeah, I forgot the time a tweaker tried to steal my shit. Yeah. Okay, I'll just jump back to that. Oh no, that was right after we moved to Arizona. So I worked the graveyard shift, and my wife and I decided pretty much every night we'd go to the lake after work, because here where we're at during the summer, it's over 100 degrees at night. All night. I mean, it's at least 100 degrees here, no matter what. So we'd go to the lake. You know, we'd start a fire to keep the bugs away, but you could night swim and everything, water's still warm and all that. We're out there at probably like 2 in the morning or something like that, and it's a really secluded spot out on the island. It was actually the spot I used to live in my car. I have a soft spot for that spot. Soft spot for that spot. That's a tongue twister. So anyways, we're out there and it's really dark, and I see these headlights over at the other part of the island, and I'm not thinking too much of it. I have my trunk open because I had 2 12-inch subs in my back. Doors all open so we could hear the music. You know, we're just drinking, enjoying the dark nighttime with the coyotes and all that good shit. And then I'm getting ready to just randomly head up to the car and change the song. And as I'm walking up this little hill, like, I can't see my car for that time. I just hear a crunch. I'm like, what the fuck? Run up there. And the headlights that I had seen across the way ended up being some dude. This dude, I was parked out of the way, away from everything. Like, away from even the dirt road that brings you everywhere. Like, I'm out of the way. Dude had backed up into my driver's side door and mangled it up. Passenger side door. Passenger side door. And mangled it up. And I came up, I was like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm like, why the fuck was he even backing up around my car? And then it hit me after I started talking to him and noticed dude was pretty twacked out. He was probably going for my subwoofers. So I end up like videotaping the whole thing. Dude starts just being tweakerish and everything. I make him pull out. See, in situations like that, I love getting people more scared. Like, honestly, I'm not too worried about it. It's a piece of freaking metal. I don't care if it gets messed up, but I love putting the fear in people. I always act so mad. I'm like, let me see your ID, you son of a... And, I go to town, but I really don't give a fuck. So I was pretty in the zone with him, and he starts pulling out his ID. He's all, here, and I'm just videotaping. I'm like, cool. He's all, hold on, don't call the cops. I'll fix this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, I'm gonna call the cops. I mean, I have all your information. You can bounce. I really don't care. So I end up calling the cops because I at least wanted something for my record. If someone says they're going to fix it, yeah, they might fix it, but you don't know they're going to fix it, and it's better to have that backup plan, at least some proof that the person did this. So I had the video, as well as I called the police and had them come out too. And it's, like I said, probably like 2:33 in the morning, and I'm out there just standing by my car waiting for the cops because it's way out of the city. And I start seeing them come, so I'm waving them down with my flashlight, all that good stuff. They pull up, and just normal thing. They were pretty chill. Didn't even ask why I was out there at 3 in the morning drinking. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious that I was just swimming. And we're standing there just bullshitting, and all of a sudden a mouse runs over one of the cops' feet, and he screams like a little girl. Oh my God, it was so funny. Like, all of us just happened to look over and see the mouse run under my car as he's screaming and everything. And as soon as he calms down, he's like, oh my God, you guys are so lucky. You almost saw me naked. And I mean, it was just amazing. The cops around here are awesome. They have a great sense of humor. Ended up finding out it was private property. They couldn't do anything except write that I had met with them. So anything else would have to be taken up in court. Go figure, tweaker dude didn't get my stuff fixed. Honestly, for a $450 car, I really wasn't going to take it to court. So I just cut the loss, and yeah. That was the time a tweaker tried to steal my subwoofers, and then a mouse almost made a cop get naked. That was cool. Yeah, that's the story of Blizzle. Man, I miss that car. I still have a picture somewhere of the car with a U-Haul trailer attached to it. I'm gonna have to find that picture, and I'll put it in one of my videos so you guys can just see the gloriousness of the Blizzomobile. It was awesome. Do I still have the video of the guy? I do not. It was on my 4th or 5th phone ago. I don't remember. I have like most of my phones. Like I have, obviously my phone I have. I'm horrible with my phones, like using them. My phone, my battery will be dead for like days, and I won't even notice. But my phones are always in great condition. I still have a phone from like freaking 4 years ago that's brand new, mint condition. But no, I don't have the video anymore. I think I ended up deleting it about the time I got rid of Blizzle, or when I decided I wasn't going to deal with it. Maybe I'll have to take a look at my old phones just to see. But I'm really sure I got rid of it. But I think it'd still be awesome if I did have it. If I do find it, I will definitely include that in a video. Scott, I have a story. Can send it. Yes, you can. Make sure you email it to yourmaker6260@gmail.com. Did the guy take advantage of you in the video? No, the guy didn't even get out of his truck, I don't think. I think he was too afraid to get out of his truck. I don't even think I gave him a chance to get out of his truck. Like, I was at his window quick. I just happened to be already walking up there. Man, I almost wish I would have just taken him to court. Just for the fun of it. I mean, I don't care if my door got fixed. It was a piece of shit car that barely ran as it was. It would have cost more to fucking fix the door than it would have for the car. What up, Blood Gang, Wolf Gang? What up? Melissa asks how old I am. I am 30 years old. Yeah. Wood Pigeon, your maker, do you listen to Slipknot? I think I know like 1 or 2 of their songs, but I'm not much of a fan where I can't understand words. The way I see it is the art of music is the lyrics, and I mean the tone also, but it's not like the tone's enjoyable with that rock music. Not like classical or something, you know, it's not able to tell a story like classical can. You need the words with rock music, and then I don't mind the screaming. I really like screaming when people can do it right, but I also like being able to understand words, and that's a big thing with me. Kind of ruins it if I just hear blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, I could do that. Did I hear what happened in Turku, Finland? I did not. No. Conor McGregor or Mayweather? I think I got that one last stream too. I don't know. Mayweather's old. They're both hot-headed. I don't know. I think it could go either way. I could think Mayweather could take it. But I don't know. Just kind of depends on who shows up in the rings more focused. They're both so busy talking too much shit. It's just, I don't know. I don't get into the whole drama of the fights. Like that whole talk-up thing they did and all that. It's just like, this reminds me of like the WWF. Well, WWE now, I think it is. But it reminds me of that kind of shit with the drama. It's like, what? Dude, just fight. I don't care who's saying what. Fight it out. Then you'll see. Yeah. What up? TH Hacks V6. I see you. Hello, Shine. Jake Paul or Banks? Neither. I'm so tired of hearing about Jake Paul. I really am. I actually unsubscribed from Scarce because of all the Jake Paul news. I was like, dude, I'm not subscribed to a Jake Paul channel. Sorry. Yes, I am a dick like that. That's why when people tell me they're going to unsubscribe, I say, okay. Because I understand how it is. I'm one of those people that will unsubscribe if I start not liking the content. It's the way life is. I'm doing alright, John Papa. Ryan says, Jake Paul is so fucking annoying. Jake Paul is just a man-child. Like, that's the best way I could explain it. He's like a 10-year-old in an adult body with no parents. Like, he's probably a good person at his heart. He's a child. I mean, it's annoying. It's whatever. That's probably why he's got a huge kid fan base, you know? They relate to that, which is cool until you turn into an adult, and you should be matured, in my opinion. But what the fuck do I know? Look at him, subscribers and view-wise. He knows what he's doing. I don't, apparently. Fave BB. I don't know what you mean by BB. Sorry. What car do I own now? Right now, I own an old police cruiser. Oh yeah, V8, baby. Kim V, you quit smoking yet, bruh? No, I wish I had. I was really, really cut back quite a bit. I think I smoked like one cigarette in 2 or 3 days. And then, I don't know what happened. I ended up just getting back into it. But I'm definitely still trying. We're trying to cut back again. Get everything taken care of. Just one of those things, you know? It's so hard. And then whenever something in life happens, you always try to justify, I'll just have this one cigarette. And then you have that one cigarette, and then that leads to another cigarette. So, but we've definitely cut back quite a bit. I think within the next month or so, we should hopefully be completely done. That would be really nice. I'm just really upset that we picked back up a little bit more after we had stopped for so long. Jimmy, I've been watching you, man, but we're just gonna go ahead and put you in timeout, my man. Sorry, bruh. Keep it up, and then I'll just make sure you don't comment. You can keep the normal comments on, but yeah. Have I ever listened to the SoundCloud artist Joji? I have not. You listened to Nirvana? I have. Yeah, I've listened to a few of their songs. I'm not I'm not up on a lot of it. I honestly probably couldn't. I could tell you Teen Spirit. You know, that's about the only actual name. I know more songs than just that one, but that's like the only one I know the name. Do I believe in aliens? Asks Alejandro. Yes, I do. With how big our universe is and how little we have explored, I think it would be pretty ignorant to not think that there's some other life out there, to really believe that we're the only things that have come out of everything. But that's also just my opinion. Favorite horror films? I liked the first Jeepers Creepers. I'm excited for the third one that's coming out next month, or is it this month? Next month? This month? I don't remember. But I'm excited for that. I also... What else? Vile is my favorite one. I was into the Saw series. It's still a great series. I just got kind of boring after a while. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think that's why I liked Vile a little more. It was kind of like the Saw, but it was also had its own little twist that was a little more dark. And there's no happy endings. Yes. Did I hear about the band Linkin Park? If you're referring to, what the fuck's his name? I'm so bad with bands and their names. But I think it was the singer that passed away. I did hear about that, yes. Yes. I can't wait to see the new Annabelle. You seen it? I have not. No, I have not. My favorite fast food chain. That would actually really depend on my mood. I really like In-N-Out, and I really like Popeyes. The only thing I really like from Popeyes is their spicy chicken strips. But I like Popeyes. And I like In-N-Out. And occasionally I like the taste of the cheap McDonald's meat. I think it's the eyeballs that they put in there or something. I don't know. But it's... Man, there's nothing like putting that meat in your mouth. Oh, yes. One of my favorite things from McDonald's, though, I actually get a McDouble and then a grilled chicken patty. And I just take the chicken patty and put it on the McDouble. As weird as that sounds, it's actually amazing. It's like heaven all over again. It's... Blue Titan. Wow, coming in with $25. And again, not saying a damn thing. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Thank you so much. I that's awesome. Thank you. Next time, say something. Even just a question or, hey, I'm here. I'm a man. I'm a woman. Whatever. Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff at McDonald's was interesting to see. Like when you go, what was it, the popcorn chicken they were doing for a while. They ended up, I went in the freezer to get some, and I would look at the case that it comes in. It's like 70% substance. And it's like, what substance? Like it just says like 30% chicken, 70% substance. And at that moment, I decided I was not going to eat the popcorn chicken. Chance Singleton, thank you so much. And again, didn't say anything. Everyone's just being silent supporters today. That is so awesome. Thank you all so much. And then right behind is Abby Kimmel. What are your thoughts on the It remake? I am very excited for the It remake. It looks really good. So I'm really excited to check it out. My wife hates clowns, but she's going to watch it. Whether she likes it or not, she will watch it. Turn some tunes on again. I'm just gonna keep replaying the same tune over and over. Is the screen still on? I don't even know if my headphones are still on. Yeah, my headphones turned themselves off. Interesting. Yeah, the scream, I wish I could turn it off. I don't know why it's on. I mean, I could try to remove this completely. I have it turned off, but I'll try to remove it. I like the scream when I'm doing like video games or something, because it notifies me and scares the shit out of me at the same time, because I'm not expecting the scream. Yes. Yes. Gene MYR, sorry, the only comment I'm seeing is, haha, you answer my question. One of them. LOL, thank you. And then I don't see one of your questions. So, the timing's kind of awkward there. Whoops, sorry. Crazy69 all day. Can I be a moderator? If you invest time and effort, you can eventually become a moderator. For the most part, I mod people that I've seen on my channel forever. Like Jackie, she's been around since like a month after I started doing stories. And I also have her on my private Facebook, and she chats with my wife. So if I see you in all of my videos and you're around for a long time, I definitely end up... You get some special perks. Because I'm not afraid. I have a few people that are my subscribers that I have on my personal Facebook. Creepy that they know my name now. My real name. But at the same time, it's nice to have some loyal friends as well as subscribers. I guess they've gone from subscribers to real friends. Awesome. Rainy day. Thank you so much. I can't stay and listen for long, but I really wanted to send you a little gift in love. Thank you for being one of my faves. Thank you for considering me one of your favorites. I'm just doing my thing. That's you that's showing all the support and really enjoying it, and I really appreciate it. I'm sorry you couldn't stick around or can't stick around the whole stream. But I will make this public, so you can definitely come back and check it out. So, yay. Do I watch Roman Atwood? I used to watch his pranks. His vlogs and all that, no. I don't know. I find a lot of it fake. Like, the personality doesn't... Him, Fuzi, all these big vloggers, whatever the fuck you say it. It seems too fake. I don't know. I can't get into it. I don't Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. But just for some reason, it seems too fake. Like the personalities are phony. For some reason, they come across to me personally like way more happier than a normal person would be. So it feels like it's too much forced. So it makes me wonder what goes on in their private lives as well. Because usually when someone forces happiness a lot, they're trying to compensate for their real life where they have an anger problem most of the time. I know because I'm like that. Not really. I do get angry when I play video games. And that's about it. That's like the only time I really get angry. Which is even crazy because my my first wife, my ex-wife, the one that kept cheating on me, the one that I had my daughter with, even when I caught her cheating on me, like walked in and she's coming out of the bedroom in his t-shirt and I walk in and he's sleeping in my bed, I did not yell. Not to even raise my voice, honestly. And, yeah, I'm just one of those weird people. I don't get too mad. But a video game, for some reason, will just get on my nerves. I think it's the competitive side of me. I've always been in sports my entire life. And there's something about needing to be better than everyone else at the game or the sport. I guess that's the way competition is. If you don't strive to be on top, then you're not playing it right. That's why people always say, it's all about the fun. Yeah, fun's nice. I have more fun when I win. If I lose, it's not fun. Chance Singleton, again, with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. And again, not saying anything. Just a mystery face floating right there. My opinion on feminist. I honestly don't think I could give an accurate opinion on feminist because there are so many different types of feminists that it would be more of just a generalization and I would sound ignorant. So I'm going to go ahead and hold off on that one because it's too broad to try to class every feminist in the same category. You have the extremes, you have the non-extremes, you have the ones that kind of are actually after some decent things. You have the ones that are just like, what the hell is going on in your head? And yeah, I'll just say I enjoy laughing at the H3H3 videos of the feminists for sure. Benjamin Thornton, thank you so much for the support. What is up with everyone supporting and not saying a thing? It's just like, we're here. Thank you. I really appreciate the support, and I'm glad you guys made it to the live stream and at least are enjoying it. Don't be afraid to say something. Don't be scared. I'll read it on stream. Unless it's something really bad. And then I will not. Marchbot, you're my favorite true story narrator. Thank you. Thank you for being such an awesome supporter. You're on my Patreon as well as coming over here, watching, and sending a super chat. Thank you so much. Not even necessary. And just so you know, Marchbot, since I see you always on my Patreon, I'm going to do a patron-only live stream here soon. I wanted to do one with last week, but with the way things are going right now, it's not going to happen. But I will try to do one this month. So everyone who is my Patreon supporters, make sure you keep an eye out for that. And as well as if you're a Patreon supporter, there is a new video up and over there waiting. I put it up yesterday for you. Or was it early this morning? Might have been early this morning. The days kind of blend together. But there is a new video over there. Go check it out if you are a Patreon supporter. Someone says it's 8:47. It is 6:47 where I am at right now in Arizona. Someone says it's 2:47. Damn. See, it's always crazy the different time zones. I think Australia, actually even more than Australia, maybe even Asia. I'm not sure of the time. But I know Australia should be tomorrow. They're living in the future. Shayla Terry, love your stories and your voice. Smiley. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's always crazy when people say they love my voice because my entire life I've hated my voice. In fact, I remember in high school bitching about my voice to some girl. And I think she had a crush on me. Because she kept telling me my voice was sexy. And I was like, yeah, no, it's not. I was one of those, I don't know if you'd say nerd, because I was extremely athletic. But I was also into computers. I don't know, like I was just one of those kids, we'll just say that. I wasn't too aware of things. Like, I'd have girls come up to me. I really want your eyes. I was like, cool. Never even... I didn't pick up that was their way of saying, hey, I like you. Or something like that. And then their friend came up to me, and I was in middle school. Her friend comes up and she's all, hey, she wants to suck you dry. I was like, cool. I didn't know what the hell she meant. Like, I really didn't. I was like in my head, like, I knew it was a blowjob, and I was like, what does that mean? She wants to just suck me till her saliva disappears? I had no idea what it meant at the time. But, yeah. Thank you for the compliment on my voice. I really appreciate it. It always catches me by surprise. Crazy69 all day. Have you gotten recognized in public? Yeah, I get recognized in public a lot, actually. You know, like by my ex-coworkers or friends that I haven't seen in a couple of years. Oh, you meant my subscribers. No, I don't go out during times people go out. It's not worth risking getting sick. So I hit stores when they close or when they're about to close, and avoid everyone. Like last night we went to Walmart and PetSmart, and I saw the sign outside of Walmart. It's all, get your flu shots today. I point at it and tell my wife, I was like, stay away from everyone. She didn't hear me. I was like, stop, because she was walking behind someone with kids. And I'm like, no, stop, slow down, stay away, isolation chamber. As I'm grabbing the sanitized wipes and wiping down the cart, so that way I don't get no funkiness. Gotta be very picky about the way you go out in public when you, because the thing is, I'm not doing physical labor anymore for work. Like, it's nothing when I go to work, I'm sick. It's like, oh, this sucks, but I can still lift and move things. Now my work is with my voice. So if I get sick, yeah, there's no working, and that could really put a damper on things. Like, I was panicking yesterday at that time. I think that was why I was so worried about getting sick from other people, is my throat was hurting at the time, so I was afraid that I was gonna die. Someone says, why can't we see your face? You can. That is my face, without any skin. I've done face reveals in my other videos. The reason I'm not doing... I actually was going to do one today, but I'm in my recording area, and it's got a fluorescent light bulb. So I'm actually sitting in the dark. There's no lights where I'm at. It's extremely dark. The only light coming from my laptop screen. Yes. But the fluorescent lights, if I turn them on, are going to get a really loud buzzing sound. So you wouldn't really... It'd look really weird with just shadows on my face. It makes my head look... weird. We'll just say that. And then if I hook up my actual green screen lights in here, all that electricity and heat in here is bad. So, not this time. But I will start doing it again. I ended up actually getting a 4K little camera for it and a green screen. It's just... things have been crazy. Do you have a cat? Or do you have a dog or a cat? I have 2 cats and 2 guinea pigs. Somebody said tell another story. What would be a good one? Blizzomobile. See, I was going to actually talk to you guys, like, and I know those of you that follow me on social media know that a few days ago, a friend of mine passed away from cancer. She was really young, really young. Like, when I met her, she was 17. So she was probably like 23, and she ended up getting cancer and just passed away a couple days ago. I got a message from my buddy thanking me for pretty much getting them together and letting me know that she passed. The way that happened, that's actually such a sad story, man. Like, I've been thinking, the crazy thing is we weren't like the greatest of friends. I mean, we worked together, and she was amazing. She was a good-hearted person. It was cool to see that kind of person in the world. I mean, she was 17, but she was just not corrupted by all the crap that a lot of the kids are corrupted by, you know, really sweet. Chance Singleton again with another $2 super chat and not saying a damn word. Thank you, Chance. I really appreciate that. I guess you're afraid to talk. Okay, so I'll just tell the story of how I got them together and everything. I mean, it's so sad, but at the same time, I mean, it's life. I gotta fucking man. So bad. Okay, so this was when I was working at that McDonald's that I wanted to get away from, in Oregon, the one I gave a month's notice at. So Melee is the girl's name, the one who passed away, and Ian is the fiance. That's not his real name, but that's what everyone called him because pronouncing his real name is a little more difficult, and I'm not going to say it because it's extremely rare. But I'm sure you guys will find it if you were to look it all up. Her dad's done an amazing job at doing a blog through this entire thing, and I was actually reading through it the other day, just crazy. So we all work together at the McDonald's, and Melee was a vegetarian, but she would eat fish, so she would order fish fillets occasionally. Ian and I were working on the line, which is where you make the food and all that. So I was making the food, and I was the person at the last step of the process. I was letting him be the initiator, get everything going. So he gets, passes it down to me, and I don't know why it clicked. Ian was just turned 18 and was also an amazing person. One of those people that are not corrupted by a lot of the stuff people are. Like, it was awesome to meet them and call them friends. And he was extremely, extremely shy though. And I'm sure he still is. Like, would not say anything. Extremely shy. And I don't remember what it was, but for some reason something ended up, take care, Ice Devil. Hope you enjoy it later. Thanks for dropping in. But for some reason I thought that they'd make a really good couple. So I knew if I told him to talk to her, nothing was going to happen. So when I was done making the same... Chance! Again? Singleton? What the hell? Chance, thank you so much. Say something. Just say something for me. Say something. So anyways, I'm making the sandwich. And I just look over at him and he's not even paying attention. And I was like, dude, what's your phone number? And I wrote it down on the receipt when he told me, and I put it in her fish fillet box and tossed it on up there. And I think I wrote call me or something, call him, something like that. I don't remember. And I tossed it on up there. And she ended up getting her fish fillet and found the number. And he saw it after I slid it up there. He's like, no. And I was like, dude, calm down. And then I ended up moving from there not long after. And after I moved is when I found out they were actually together. And the fish fillet incident actually got them together. So I thought that was really cool. And take care, Amelia. Thank you for dropping in. Yeah, I can't turn the screams off. I don't know what to do. I've deleted it out of my OBS software. Like, there is no even link to what should make the screen go off. I've never even opened up. Let me just try to change things. I don't think I can. I don't know how to turn it off. This sucks. Here, I'm trying to fix things real quick. Try to get rid of those screams. I don't know why they're there. I'll get back to the story in just a second. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. They changed it. I'm sorry. Screams are not gonna change. I don't know. I've done everything I can. I'll make sure that I completely delete that whole program next time or something. But anyways, they end up getting together, and I'm extremely excited about that. And not long, right around the time they got engaged is when she started having symptoms of something. And I think for like 3 or 4 months, something like that, they weren't able to figure out what it was. So it was really just a mystery. And then it ended up, finally got diagnosed, what was it, acute lymphobia leukemia. I butchered the middle one. I honestly don't remember how to pronounce it or how it's spelled. But she had leukemia, and she went through everything she needed to go through. She even got a stem cell donor, all that, and everything went through. And I actually thought things were on the up. And, you know, she had her rebirth day, all that stuff. I thought everything was going great. And then I just got that message from my buddy saying that she passed away and that he really appreciates me getting them together with that fish fillet and starting it all. I mean, it's so sad because not only was she so young and just so sweet, I mean, he is too. And I mean, it's like one of those tragic love stories that almost make a movie type of thing. They get together randomly and perfect match for each other, and then all of a sudden she finds out she's got leukemia and things are looking good, and then she just passes. And I mean, it's just really sad. And especially so young. And then the crazy thing is, the very next day, a schoolmate that I used to go to school with passed away from cancer. So literally my age, no older than 31, he just passed away from cancer too. It's like cancer's getting everyone younger and younger. And I know for sure Maylee didn't smoke or do anything. Like, she was just one of those. Yeah, it's crazy how it's happening. It's got to be like, the one thing I'm thinking, it's got to be our food, our water. I mean, we don't pay attention to what really goes in our bodies much. I mean, some people do, but for the most part, a lot of us don't. Like, we don't know what goes on with our food, all the chemicals that are added. You know, in our air right now, yeah, you might live in a place that's not too polluted, but the air streams, you know, we're going to move a lot of pollution around. So, just one of those things that make you wonder, for sure. Yes, I am 30 years old. And also a cool story about Ian. He was over at my place when I lived in oh, hello, kitty. Hey, Thumper. Hey, Thumper, come here. Come here. You wanna be famous, bitch? Get over here. Come here, bitch. Get over here. Come here. Come here, fat. Oh, fatty. Pick you up. Come here, fat boy. Oh, fuck. Oh, I almost ripped his arms off picking him up. Hey, baby. I hope I don't put him in an asthma attack. He's got asthma. Chance again. Not saying a damn word. Thank you so much, Chance. And you're not saying anything. That's so freaking crazy. It's so funny, too. He doesn't say shit. He's like, I am here with my anonymous face. Whoa, calm down with that language. You're going in timeout, homie. There was no need for that. Timeout for Destroyer Sanchez. Destroyer got destroyed. So anyways, Ian was at my house. I got distracted. I'm holding a pussy in my arms. So Ian was at my house, and I think we were playing video games or something. He's like, dude, can I get some water? I was like, yeah, for sure. So I got him some water, and I come back. A few minutes later, he's like, dude, I don't feel so good. I was like, okay. And he's like, I think I gotta puke. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Bathroom's over. Well, not cool. I was like, oh, okay. Bathroom's over here. And I go show him to the bathroom. And I go and lift up the toilet seat for him. And I'm trying to step back out of the way. And just as I lift up the toilet seat and I'm about to take my arm out of the way, I just all over my whole side, just puke everywhere. Man, he felt so bad. I thought it was hilarious. I mean, it sucked I got puked on, but I mean, it wasn't his fault. Shit happens. But I was just like, I think about it. I'm like, if I would have just not opened the toilet for him, I would have not got puked on. It's like my friends like to puke on me. I got another dude puked all over my house. He was so fucking drunk. I guess I should tell you the story of John. The story of John. Susie Hall, thank you so much. Love you a lot, man. You make amazing content. I'm super happy to have found your channel. I'm really happy you enjoy it, and I'm happy you found my channel as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. And I'm glad you made the stream. And I'm glad you actually said something too. That's so awesome. We got some of these people just being super quiet, just sneaky with their super chats. So the story of John. John is another person I met at that same McDonald's. He was a manager. I'm trying to think of how to really the order of this. I don't remember. Anyways, after some time, I ended up finding out John was positive for HIV. And, you know, that happens. But the guy wouldn't wear gloves, and his hands were always cut up, which is a huge no-go. Yeah, very disgusting. That's why I don't eat fast food much anymore, is because you don't know what happens behind there, and I think I've actually had it pretty mild compared. But anyways, John, he, man, this guy, he had some issues. He was a binge drinker. I never understood binge drinking. I just literally didn't understand. I didn't know the process of how it worked. I figured it was kind of like alcoholism, but it's different. You know, you'll go stretches with nothing, and then all of a sudden it's just, boom, hit. Anyways, I get a call one night. I don't remember what time it was. It was like 11 at night or something like that. And I was in a Coos Bay, and my buddy John calls me. He's like, "Yo, man, I really need some help. I don't have anywhere to go." I was like, "All right, dude." I'm in a studio apartment at the time. This is when my wife and I had just moved up there, took our chance. We're in a tiny-ass little studio apartment in like the ghetto of Coos Bay, where neighbors are stabbing each other, having sex with drugs, all kinds of shit. So I tell John, "Cool, man, where are you at? I'm going to come help you." Because he says he's drunk. And, he tells me where he's at. He's like, "I'm down by 7-Eleven. I was like, "Cool, I'm going to start walking that way." So I start getting down there, and I just see this guy stumbling. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm seeing pants around ankles. No, he wasn't stumbling. Yeah, he was stumbling in the road. That's what it was. He had a bike next to him, and he was stumbling in the road, and there's trash bags all around him, and his pants are around his ankles. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And he's out in the road, and I'm like, what is he doing? I get closer. He's like, "Hey, man, I dropped my weed." And I look at the ground, and it is just covered, like the whole road is just covered in so much leaf. Like, he smoked leaf instead of bud because he couldn't afford it or something. But he had like a trash bag full of marijuana leaf, and it ripped open or something, and it was just all over the fucking road, and he's trying to get it. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, what the fuck did I just walk into? And he's trying to scoop it all up. I'm like, dude, the cops are going to show up anytime. It's like 2 a.m. There's one road in this city. And he's still trying to pick it up. I'm like, no, come on, dude, let's go. So I pick up his stuff. I start carrying his stuff for him or something. Was it his stuff or his bike or all of it? I don't remember, but his pants just keep fucking falling around his ankles. Like, he's wearing a belt, but his pants are still just around his ankles. He'll stop, pick them up, almost fall over. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I did not expect him to be that drunk, you know? And, or have that much fucking weed that he was trying to bring to my house. Holy shit. And then, anyway, so, I stop him, and I just put everything down, and I do his belt for him. I'm like, here, dude. And, like, I'm sure it looked weird as hell, but I was doing his fucking belt because I was tired of walking around with a dude with a pants around his ankles. So we end up making it back to my place. I'm like, cool, dude, pass out, sleep it out, go home, figure it out with your woman. And, man, he doesn't go to bed right away. He pops open a beer. Dude had beers in his fucking trash bag that he brought with him, and he's drunk as fuck. Like, this is where I started to understand binge drinking. So he pops a beer and, like, it's gone. He's like, all right, man, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm like, cool. Pass out, get done. So he passes out. Out of nowhere, like, an hour later, randomly, I just hear, go. Dude woke up and literally just chugged another beer and went back to sleep. So he did it again, like another hour later. And I walked over this time. I was like, Dalton, I think you've had enough, dude. He's like, you don't tell me when I've had enough. And I was like, you're in my house. I'm taking your beer and putting it outside. You can grab it tomorrow. So I took his beer and put it out in his bag, just put it out there. And fucking 2 hours later, he's up and trying to go outside and get the beer. I'm like, no, dude, calm down. Lay back down. Oh, don't tell me how to do it. And I was like, then leave. He's like, all right. And so he lays back down and goes to sleep. He ends up getting up a couple hours later to go to the bathroom. And keep in mind, we're in a studio apartment. I'm with my girlfriend, who I've known for fucking like 2 months, maybe. My sister's best friend, like, we're taking a chance at love. We're in the studio apartment with this drunk dude. And he goes into the bathroom, and then probably 5 minutes later, we just start hearing crashing and all kinds of crazy shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Our bathroom's small as hell. What is he doing? He comes out going, like, the towel holder's completely ripped off the wall, bent and mangled. Like, dude had to have had some, I don't know. He was having some fun, we'll say that. So he comes back out and passes out. And, I don't know, my head's spinning. I gotta work the next day. My wife's no, she didn't work at that time. It was just me. So I've got to work the next day, I think it was. No, I had the next day off, and then I worked the following day. That's right. Okay. Sorry, this was years ago. Anyway, so he passes out, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to lay down, but I cannot go to sleep because dude's in my house. And so I'm just laying there in bed, and I probably laid there legitimately without going to sleep for like 6 hours. And then I hear my girlfriend, I forget what she was doing. I think she was on her phone doing something, and it ended up becoming light outside. Future Shocker 16, thank you so much. Enjoy submitting/listening to your stories and Twitter chat. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad you enjoy all the content, and thank you for the support and catching the live stream. Gustavo, okay, who's disliking the stream? Who cares if they dislike the stream? Dislikes work just the same as likes. I don't care if everyone disliked the stream. In fact, I've told people to do that before. I've told them to do it on videos too. Everyone drop a dislike right now, I don't care. So anyways, my girl's on the phone. I'm laying there. Just starts getting light outside. And he says something to my girl, like, I don't even think she said anything. I think he said hi or something. I don't remember even how this fucking came up. I just remember laying there and hearing it. It's like a hi, and she'd go hi or some shit. Out of nowhere. I have a big dick. And I just hear her sit there and not say a thing. And I'm just like, John, you just ruined it right there. And then, I stand up. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then he passes right back out. Dude ended up passing out on my floor for a total of 2 days. 2 days. I thought it would be an overnight, okay, gone. No, this is legit over 48 hours. 48 hours type of thing. Not even just like a 2 days, like a 16 hours that happened to be 2 separate days. No, 24 hours dude was doing this shit. So, how did it end up? Yeah, he does that. And then I don't remember how it happened. I think he just got up and he just started puking everywhere. And we're in a studio. I mean, I'll say that again. We were in a studio. So all we have is a couch with our bed directly behind it, and across from that a table. And he puked all over the table, all over the carpet, all over the walls, just everything. And we couldn't clean it up right away because he's HIV positive. So, I mean, for HIV to not be active, you got to let it actually lose the body temperature type of shit so it dies. So we had to wait forever, and that's just stinking up our apartment, and we're just sitting there and grabbing Lysol wipes, and like we ended up having to wipe down like fucking everything, like every single pencil, pen, anything on that desk or anything around we ended up having to clean. Like it was just yeah, that's the story of John. He ended up getting into meth. I stopped talking to him. That was the last time I ever talked to him, actually. That was the last time I ever talked to him. Last I knew, he ended up getting on meth. Started trying to rob the Walmart my fiance worked at. Chance again. Chance Singleton, once again, being the rebel, not saying a damn thing, but showing that he is here and he supports the channel. Thank you so much, Chance. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Just say something, goddammit, Chance. But yeah, that was the last time I talked to him. He got into meth, started stealing a whole bunch of shit from Walmart. Yeah. Fuck. John. What a character. What a character. So yeah. He was in jail for something. But he's out now, I think. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in so many years. I was actually going through Facebook, and it says friends you may know, and it had him there. And I'm just like, not adding him. Sorry, dude. There's, I don't know, I'm a really good friend if you're a friend, but then there's a certain point to where it seems like the friendship doesn't mean anything because it's just like, you're kind of taking advantage of it, or type of thing. Like, I didn't need to deal with it. And then the drama that his woman tried to pull us into, like, not her fault, just hey, I don't know what the fuck to do. He's trying to kill me type of shit. Another crazy ass story. In that same city, after we moved out of those cheap apartments, we got a house with a gorgeous backyard. Well, actually, the backyard was fucking shit. And then I spent so many hours out there with a shovel, tilling the whole thing by hand with a shovel, and then raking all the grass flakes out of it, re-leveling it, building a fence. I got my rent taken off for a while, like a month and a half. We had free rent, just all the work I was doing. And Danny Roxas Gomez. Wow, John. Good job, John. Love your narrations. Thank you very much. Yeah, John was very interesting, to say the least. I really appreciate that, though. Thank you, Danny. I hope I didn't butcher your middle name. I probably did. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so we're at this house. And, the guy next door, his name is the same name as me. And, I'm trying to think of where to start. Was it the police first or after? I don't remember. Anyways, so we get a knock at our door one day, and it's the neighbor lady. And she's all, hey, she's crying. And she's an old lady, you know, she's older, probably late 60s, 70s, something like that. Bigger, heavier set, you know. And she's crying. She's all, hey, he just hit me. I don't know what to do. Can you give me a ride to my son's? I was like, yeah, I'll do that. You know, it's across town, but whatever, get you safe. So I load her up in my car, and I drive her all the way across town and walk her up to her son's porch. I'm like, hey, she needs to stay here. You know, I didn't get into their business, just kind of gave a brief what's going on, why she here. And I get back out to my car. And as I'm driving home, I just happen to look in the passenger seat. And, I don't know how. I thought menopause stopped periods. A weird topic, I know. I guess I don't know as much about menopause as I thought, because I also assumed at around 50 or so you went through menopause. Anyways, there was a whole bunch of blood all over my seat, right where your coochie would be if you were a female, and if you were that heavy set. So yeah, I had a bunch of period blood all over my seat, and I get home and I just walk into my wife, and I'm like, I am so over helping people. Every time I help someone, something bites me in the ass. And I was like, I got period blood all over the Blizzlemobile seat right now. Yeah, that was Blizzle too. Poor fucking Blizzle. I just thought about that. Oh my god, that's probably the most traumatizing thing Blizzle has dealt with. Rest in peace, Blizzle. Rest in peace. Okay, so my wife actually cleaned it up for me. We had gloves. We had all kinds of stuff. She actually cleaned it up for me. It was such a sweetheart. I can't believe she actually cleaned it up for me. And I was like, oh my god. So then there's another night, like, what was I doing? I was playing video games or something like that. And my wife, we worked different shifts. So when I got home, my wife went to work. We worked different shifts at the time. But she'd come home on lunch, you know, because she didn't live too far. So I'm playing video games one night. It's probably like 3 in the morning. I always work the late shifts. And it's probably like 3 in the morning because I got off work at 1. And we have security system, and everything. I'm big on security. Even caught neighbors' kids trying to ding-dong ditch me. And it's like, no, little man, I see you. Anyways, she comes home and she's all, oh my God, I thought you were in trouble. And I was like, why? And she's all, I just saw, you don't see the cops out there? And I look at the security camera and like it just looks at our carport. You can't see the road, but I just see lights just flashing. And I was like, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, there's cops everywhere. And as I pulled up, they were asking for you. And I was like, what? Turns out they were asking for my neighbor, but we had the same name. They're all, yeah, we're here looking for this person. And they said the name, and she's all, what? What's the last name? And they gave the last name. So, oh, okay, yeah, that's not us. That's that neighbor over there. They were looking for that dude who had beat his wife, and that was a whole separate instance. They were looking for him for something else. I don't remember. But yeah, she was afraid I was going to get in trouble because at the time I had Mary Jane, and it wasn't recreational at the time, and I also wasn't medical because I didn't want to get a medical license there. But I have one now, but I didn't there. But now you wouldn't need one there. But anyway, she thought I was going to get in trouble. Moral of the story, Coos Bay is a fucking crazy place. Don't go to Coos Bay, North Bend, Oregon. I know some of my subscribers already live there, and I know they have been there. But don't. No more. You move right now. That's actually the same city where Glinda Campbell went missing. And still no one knows what happened to her. Obviously she's probably deceased now, but there's still no sign of what happened to her. Which I think is crazy. Future Shocker 16. Will you do more live streams? It's been successful, I think. Everyone in chat has been nice and respectful. Minus a few trolls. Good work, your maker. Thank you very much, first of all, Future Shock. I really appreciate the support. It really means a lot. Thank you. Secondly, yes, I do plan on doing more live streams. It was something I wanted to do a few months ago type of thing. And then with everything going on, I just kind of started slipping out of it. But I did start trying to do almost like a daily, if not like every other day type of thing. Like they're not going to go public on my channel a lot of the time. It's just going to be if you want to catch it. I'm going to try to make it so it's actually a set hour. So that way if people want to drop in every day, like, hey, I'm going to catch this. Chill, maybe read a couple stories. I'm not going to read any stories from Reddit or anything in this one because I plan on putting this up on my channel and I don't want to get a strike. So yes. But yeah, I do plan on doing a lot more. You can get rid of Donald Trump mods. Go ahead and just ban him completely. I've been seeing you guys having to delete those things. It says retracted, but you're too late. You're too late. Actually, I'll block you, man. Sorry, Trump. Bye. Yeah, I'm like that. Braille Ernstein, I think. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Yeah, they'd asked me to try to pronounce their name. Sorry, I forget to read the comments to what I'm replying sometimes, so my bad. Chase Singleton again, sneaking in with that creepy little head, not saying a damn thing, just saying, I'm here. I'm here. And Danny Roxas Gomez right behind. Sorry to interrupt, but do you like hamsters? Funny you should mention that. Let's go into another story about hamsters. Oh yeah, you guys are getting spoiled today with my stories. Okay. Let's go back to a time. In the 90s. In the 90s sometime. I don't know. I was living in Fort Bragg, California. My family had hamsters. I think we had 4. Yeah, we started out with 4. And then they multiplied. They had babies. And then the mama ate the babies, except for one baby. And then a couple of the other ones died. So essentially what happened is there ended up being 2 of them in the cage. And the cage was in my room. I went to bed one night. Well, I went to bed a lot of nights, but this was a particular night. And I woke up the next morning, and I looked at the hamster cage, and I didn't know what I was seeing. It looked really weird. So I walked closer to the hamster cage and saw one hamster literally inside the other hamster's mouth. Inside it, ripping its guts out through its mouth. Like it had its front half of its body inside the other hamster, ripping its guts out and everything. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I guess he killed it during the night and started ripping its guts out. So the next night, that other hamster died because it was cold and it had no one to cuddle with. Karma's a bitch. Man, I have so many animals that die in my rooms now that I think about it. There was another one. Well, there was actually a couple more, but another really gory, graphic one like that. Obviously there's animal violence in this. I'm sure you guys have noticed if you're staying there. But it's animal on animal violence, not like it's fucking better. Oh my god, I just remembered another fucking one with dead. Oh my god, you guys have some stories. If you guys like puppies and kittens, and you don't want to hear about them dying in gruesome ways, you might want to pause this stream. Or just come back in like 10 minutes or so. Because these are fucking nasty. And, wow, I don't know how this keeps happening. And I just remembered another one. Oh my god, how many animals have I had die in my life? Okay, let's, okay, so, when I was 17, I was in college at the time. Yeah, I was in college, and I was still with my mom. It was right before I moved out, because I moved out when I was 17. Right after I found out I was going to have my daughter. I moved out, got a full-time job, all that kind of stuff. But, so I'm sitting in my room, like, I don't remember if I got home from school or what, but I ended up getting home and went into my room, and I'm doing something. It wasn't homework, because I never did homework. Never. I never did homework. Shut up, kitty. And I'm just sitting there, and I just start hearing like this chewing, this really quiet, like gargly chewing. I guess you can explain it. And at first I ignored it. What, cat? Yeah. At first I ignored it, and then it just kept going. I was like, what the fuck is that? So I stand up and look. Are you hitting my microphone, cat? What are you doing? Crackhead? So I get up and look under the bed, and we had a blue heeler, Sage. I've talked about her a couple of times. That dog was a beast. That was the one that was shot, ran over, ear ripped off, all kinds of shit, but never died until it was of old age. But anyways, I see Sage, and she's high. Oh my god, my cat is hitting my microphone trying to pet itself on it. It almost fell over. As I see Chance sneak in again with his fake little face, not saying a damn thing. Thank you, Chance, once again. But say something. Don't be scared. Okay, so I see my dog under there, and I'm like, what's it doing? I see it chewing on something. I pulled her away, and she had a kitten, and she had ripped its throat out. And I still remember that image was so graphic. It looked almost like a clear straw popped out of the neck. Like the head was almost torn back, decapitated, but like the throat, like the clear straw looking thing was sticking straight. It was so fucking gruesome. Oh my god. She ripped its throat out so it couldn't scream and killed it. That dog. Yeah. It's fucking crazy. And then a different dog we had. German Shepherd. One of my mom's ex-husbands got it. I don't remember how this happened. We had kittens. A full litter of kittens. They were just born. Probably like a couple days before. And this dog was just a playful dog. Like, this dog wasn't... Sage was vicious. We knew Sage should not be around those cats. I don't know how in the fuck the cat got out at the time. These were different houses years apart, too. So it's not like we just kept letting the cats out. Like, it was one of those rare things where things fuck up and shit happens, you know? Like, that's what I'm always worried about with my guinea pigs, is forgetting to close their bedroom door, because the cats will eat the fuck out of them. But anyways, so we had these kittens, and they're in the garage. The kittens are with their mom in the garage. The dog doesn't go in the garage. The dog goes in the backyard or in the house. Well, my mom's ex-husband or something ended up... This guy was weird, dude. Like, this was the guy that beat the shit out of me. Well, a couple of them beat the shit out of me. This guy... Well, man, can't say he beat the shit out of me more than the other one. They both fucked me up. Anyways, this guy beat the shit out of me, and he wasn't the smartest guy. He'd always let this dog just fucking out and run around. Out the front yard and just, later, dog. See you in a bit. He'll come home. So he did this one time. And they didn't close the garage. So then dog never came back that whole night. Fucking Chance. Thank you, Chance. And thanks for keep trolling me like this, Chance. Never gonna say nothing. Never. So yeah, the garage was left open. And the dog was outside just loose. Next morning we get up. And I don't remember how it came to, but the entire backyard was full of decapitated kittens. There were heads on one side, bodies on the other. The dog tore them up. Like, had to have just shooken him. Like, I don't know what he did. Like, it was just, man, it was so fucking bad. So bad. Like, the whole backyard just full of blood and kitten parts and yeah, had a lot of animals die. Even had chickens. Back when I was in Cali, we had a whole bunch of chickens. Went on a trip, and a bobcat or something broke into the chicken coop. All we came back to was a bunch of dead bodies and feathers everywhere. We also had some ducks. And then a crow came and took one of those ducks. That was the first time my mom ever came and tried to steal my BB gun to go kill something. Yep. Let's just say I've had a lot of animal death in my life. A lot of death in general. We'll say that. Danny Roxas Gomez. That guy is a little bitch. Trying not to use profanity. Yeah, he was. It's crazy. Yeah, I look back and it's like crazy about everything I've been. Like, it's weird because I don't see myself as having a bad childhood because my mom was so amazing. Like, my mom never, the one time my mom ever spanked me was because these kids were in my backyard using the trampoline. And I was like, get the fuck off our property. And they're like, no. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. And they're like, no. And I was like, okay. So I went and grabbed my BB gun and shot that shit at the ground. They ran home, told their parents that I fucking shot it at them, and it almost hit them. I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. If I wanted to hit you, I would hit you. I'm a pretty damn good shot. So that was the one time my mom spanked my ass. Then she gave me some steaks after to put on my ass. That was fun. Oh man, I got beat up so much. Not by my mom, by her husband's. Like, the ass spanking, those didn't faze me, man. Like, I remember one of my earliest memories is being held up against a wall by my throat by her second husband, first husband, second. I don't remember which one it was. I do remember who it was, but I'm not gonna call him out. I've grown up since then, or gotten over. I shouldn't say grown. Well, I've grown up too, but I actually have one of the dudes on my Facebook. This memory I'm about to talk about. He had stepkids, and man, well, he had kids, and we were his stepkids. And it just, man, they were his pride and joy. And I forget what the fuck it was, man. I don't remember. Like I said, it's one of my earliest memories. I'm just being held up against the wall with a hand by my throat. Like, can't breathe, can't do anything. And he's just asking who ate a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm trying to answer, and I can't fucking answer because he's choking the shit out of me. I can't fucking breathe. And I remember I just started fucking bawling and trying to tell him it was your fucking kid. And I think when he let me down, I told him, and then I just got my ass beat some more. Yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah. Chase, once again, coming in with another troll saying, hey, look at my beautiful mug. I'm still here, but I'm not going to say a goddamn thing. But I will show support. Chase, thank you so much, man. Chase is going to be in debt by the end of this stream. Oh, man. Okay, Jimmy. Jimmy, guess what? I'm gonna respond to your comment because you wear jerking the cat off. You should learn how to spell, is first thing I should say, because where is not were. Get rid of that H, dumbass. By the way, you're not commenting no more. Blocked, son. Goodbye, Jimmy. Goodbye, Jimmy. Kim V. Kim V, are you the Kim V from Twitter? If you're the Kim V from Twitter, we will, I don't know if you're the Kim V from Twitter. Trying to see if Kim V answers me real quick. Yes, you are. Kim V, you have earned your mod spot because you too have been around since the beginning. Everyone, give Kim V a welcome to the mod squad. Yeah, well, I'm probably here shortly going to end this stream. And that way I could probably do another one day after tomorrow, maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. Like I said, I want to start trying to do them a little more, so I don't want to just do everything that I'd ever have to talk about right now. What's up, kitty? What? What? What the hell does that mean? Johnny fell in the well? Stop knocking my mic over. Oh my god. He comes in. I gotta readjust. You're gonna hear all kinds of shit noise right now. He comes into my mic stand and he's just like, meow, meow. And then just starts rubbing all over it, knocking it over. It's like, no. Yes. And Chance coming in again. He's all, oh, what? The stream is gonna end? I need to once again make a mystery comment. A mystery super chat, I should say. Because not once have you left a comment. Thanks, Chance. Seriously, though, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Even though it's a nice, funny joke right now, but I really do appreciate it. And don't be afraid to say anything. Or do. Scarecrow Corpse. I get bullied for being bisexual. Man, or man or girl, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. You know, people are fucking dicks sometimes. It doesn't matter what the hell your sexuality is. You're not trying to fuck them, so what does it matter to them? I hate people like that, honestly. Like, if it's not imposing on your life, it's none of your business. In my opinion. I mean, I personally really enjoy women, but what if I were born and I felt this same way about guys? You know, from my understanding, that's pretty much how gay works. So, yeah, I don't understand it. You know, love is love. I'm really sorry you have to put up with the idiots, and I hope it gets better. But in all reality, I'm not going to fill you full of false hope, but hopefully it calms down. It's never going to stop, I'm sure. But hopefully it calms down. Hopefully people eventually realize that they can shut the fuck up and live their own lives. That's the way I see it. Chance Singleton once again. Oh, Chance. Oh, Chance. Thanks so much, man. I don't know why you just keep doing $1, $2 at a time. No comments. Just, hello. Hello. But it's very entertaining, and I really do appreciate it as well. Joel, your maker is rich now. Actually, everything right here is going pretty much straight to bills. I am now like $3,000 in debt because of my wife's surgery. And I'm really hoping they're not going to charge me for this other thing they say now she needs, because that should have been on them. They told me all my price was included. Man, I got fucked over so hard by my dental insurance. So fucking hard. So hard. So stupid. But yeah, I'm not rich yet. Someday I'll be a baller. I hope. I don't know, my goal in life was to work for myself by the time I was 30. Somehow, miraculously, YouTube made that happen. My next life goal was to be a millionaire by the time I'm 40. That's going to be a tough one, but who knows, maybe I can get some, like, FouseyTube views or something. You know what I mean? That'd be cute. Virgil077, favorite horror narrator other than yourself. Thank you for the support, first off. Secondly, I would have to say, it's honestly been a long time since I've listened to any other stories. It's been a little while now. But, I really like Mr. Nightmare. And then there was also, I actually never really heard of Cry Reads. I don't know if it is Cry. What's his actual channel name? I'm not sure. I'm not even subscribed to him. That's what's horrible. But I went and listened to his Cry Reads series. And I remember, because I was going to ask him for a collaboration. Like I've heard of his stories off and on, like back before I started. I would listen off and on, but I never subscribe. I'm really picky about subs because my sub feed. And he doesn't post a lot of stories very often, and I'm not too much into the whole gaming scene, so I never subbed. But I was going to ask and see if he wanted to collab at some point, but then I also saw he doesn't post stories that often, so it'd be kind of weird. But, man, he is fucking good. He is fucking good. I remember listening to him, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'd even ask him anyways. He's a little out of my league. He's pretty fucking good. So Cry Reads is definitely up there with, Mr. Nightmare. And Chase, once again, coming in, says, don't forget about me. Mr. I don't know why I almost called you Mr. Vasectomy. Mr. Vesamaloni. Maybe. Vesamaloni. Can you tell some of your army stories? I've told most of my army story. I was never deployed, so I don't have like any actual war stories. I do have a lot of training stories, a lot of normal stories. Actually, in my next stream, I might tell a few more of those. I know in one of my previous streams, I've actually spoken quite a bit on those. But, yeah. I will definitely tell some others in the future. Let's Read and us we have a collab in the works. We are pretty much collecting the stories for the most part, type of thing. But we do plan on collaborating. Oh yeah, Lazy Masquerade, B-Busta, Corpse Husband, Eden, all of them are amazing, for sure. Cryotic, there we go, that's the name, that's what I was looking for. Why could I not remember his fucking name? I don't know, I always do that shit when I'm on the spot. Sinister Syndrome, with a super chat, you, sir, are amazing. Stay awesome and keep up those stories we crave. I really appreciate the kind words, and I will most certainly do my best to keep up with them. Lately I've been getting less submissions, so I've been trying to go on Reddit a little more. But I also need to go read through a lot of my submissions again, because sometimes I think I overlook some, because it's just so overwhelming. But thank you very much. I'm definitely going to keep up all the stories. My favorite music genre, rap. Rap, for sure. I like rap because I like, as you guys noticed, well, some of you might have noticed, some of you might be from the East, so you wouldn't even really notice because they all talk fast. But if you haven't noticed, I talk fast, naturally. I don't know, I find something very appealing about the way a lot of artists, especially the ones that can actually pronounce what they're saying, or pronunciate, I should say, pronunciate what they're actually saying. It's a really nice form of poetry. It's like fast poetry right at you. I mean, the way a lot of them, like Ritz with Strange Music, and Tech 9. Ritz, I gotta say, Ritz is just, the way he can tell a story with his raps is just so fluid. Like, just listening, it sounds like he's not even trying to make the rhythm or anything. He's just strictly telling a story, but everything is perfect. If you haven't heard of Ritz, Rittz, check him out if you're into rap. Most definitely awesome. Awesome person. He's also worked with Mike Posner a couple times. They have a couple of little slow songs. Amazing. Busta Rhymes, yeah, another one. I love all the chopper styles, like Twista, fucking. All the choppers. Midwest Choppers is one of my favorite fucking songs. And Busta Rhymes is in there. Midwest choppers, then there's worldwide choppers. Fucking amazing. Even the dude he's speaking in Turkish. I don't know what the hell he's saying, but the way he can pronounce each word, I can actually hear that he's saying every syllable so perfect and so concise and so quickly. So yeah. Do I like mumble rap? I do occasionally. There's only Lil Yachty. I'll only listen to Lil Yachty now because I've actually seen like his interviews and seen that he's a fucking cool dude. You know, he really is. It's all about the fun for him. He doesn't care if he doesn't even consider himself a rapper. I really love those. JJ Fish. That shit was, says you ought to take it slow. I already know. Some shit like that. Man. Yeah, I like the funny ones for some reason too. I used to be big into Weird Al back in the day. Yeah. Heard of Bone Thugs and Harmony? I have. Crossroads. Look who just showed up. I'll swallow your soul made it to the frickin' stream. He's like, yo, check it out, your maker. I'm here. Here's a super chat to blow your frickin' mind. Thank you so much, I'll swallow your soul. Well, I was going to end my stream, but it looks like I'm going to stay on a little longer because it's kind of a dick move if someone super chats like that and then just like, yeah, all right, later, guys. So it looks like everyone can thank I'll Swallow Your Soul for extending this stream a little bit. And followed right behind him was Chance doing his sneaky little thing of no comment. And actually, I'll Swallow Your Soul. You didn't even leave anything. You didn't say a goddamn thing. Well, you never do either. Everyone likes to leave. They're all here. I'm not going to say a damn thing, your maker. Just shut up and take my money. You guys are so awesome. It really means a lot. And with the YouTube stuff going on, man, like it was actually, I wasn't going to say anything about it, but if this month I actually didn't make enough to pay my bills like it's been the past few months, I was going to go back to working a job, which would have meant less content. But I wasn't going to really say anything about it until after I already found a job. But this will help keep me going. I've been fighting as long as I can to keep this going full time. I've been getting the audio book. I've been trying to expand out as well with that, so that way I have other revenue except for just YouTube. So that's really awesome. Thank you so much. And also Virgil077 coming in with a no comment $1 super chat. You are so awesome. Thank you. Everyone supporting, even the people that aren't donating. You don't even have to donate. Everyone here, you all, it really means a lot, all your support. Even you just listening to me ramble about stupid shit. About animals getting murdered by each other. All that crazy stuff. Pretty much, I mean, there's some of you that, no matter what the hell, I could read the phone book, and some of you guys are going to actually, guys and girls, sorry. I was saying guys as everybody, but I always get reminded that not everybody's a guy, even if you are trying to use it as the generalization term. But, yeah, thank you all so much. It really means a lot. It's so crazy that just the support everyone gives. I mean, it definitely, even all the trolls and everything, it definitely puts them in the shadows, so it really means a lot to me. It's so awesome. Yes, please read a phone book. You know, I think I've thrown away like every phone book. I haven't even opened a phone book in so long. I don't know why they still print phone books. The internet has pretty much taken over that. I mean, I guess maybe for if the internet's out or if people don't have the internet like that, I guess. Someone says, Iris says, to be honest, I call everyone guy/dude. I did the same thing, but it was when I was in Kansas working at the Chinese restaurant as a waiter and everything. We had a group on every Wednesday of really older ladies, really sweet, all from Germany, I believe, straight German, like heavy accents, and all spoke English though. While they were there, I should say. And, yeah, I'd walk up and like, how you guys doing today? And every single one of them looked at me. We are not guys. We are ladies. And then that's where in my head I was like, you know what? They're right. Why is that a generalization saying guys? So from that day forward, I always made it a point to come. How are you ladies doing today? And I try to keep that in mind. Chance trying to sneak in once again with his little face that means nothing and says nothing. Oh, Chance. Thank you, Chance. You're just gonna keep doing this, aren't you? Your maker, do you speak any other languages? No. I can, I can more understand Spanish than I can speak it. I do know a little bit. And I know an extremely little bit of Mandarin Chinese. Like, 对不起, Jian Wen. 你好像的way嘛. But it's the inflections and everything that's really hard to do. Yeah. That was the one thing when I worked at the Chinese restaurant too, was they told me, the wife, she was the only one that spoke English, she told me. And then Chance comes in with a $5. He's all, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let's do a $5 no comment again. But still with that same little mysterious face. Thank you, Chance. And then right behind, we got Danny Roxas Gomez. Please don't quit YouTube. I enjoy your content. I should have said that. I am not quitting YouTube. If I were to go back to work full time, it just means that I'm going to have less videos out. But you're still going to get videos. I'm not quitting YouTube. Don't get panic in your head. Like I've told people before, as long as I got people listening, I'm going to post. You know, that's just the way it is. Things are always going to be the same. It just wouldn't be like when I first started, I was working full time and I was pumping videos, about a 5-minute video out every day. It wouldn't be to that extreme because I was getting no sleep doing that. So it'd probably be maybe a video a week, depending. But I've been trying to fight that off as much as possible. And with everyone's support today, you know, that's really helping out a lot. Future Shocker 16. At this rate, I'd do 1 min per dollar. LOL, congrats. Yeah, this is... Well, that was one thing, too. I never want to have my super chats ever, like, really control my stream. Like, that's strictly a donation. There shouldn't... I mean, yeah, I don't like to... The only reason I'm staying on is because I figure that's a real dick move when someone's... Especially $100, you know? I'm not just going to bounce right after that. But at the same time, I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, yo, if you want me to keep streaming, you got a super chat. No. If people want a super chat, they will. Yeah, it's the way it is. That's just the way it is. I'm just going to sing that song all day. Holy shit. But no, that's why when people say they wish they could send it, but they don't have money, it doesn't bother me. Like, you being here and just showing some love, even just commenting, saying, what up, your maker? Love your content. I might not always get to see it, but that really means a lot to me, you know? I mean, it does get overwhelming with all the comments sometimes, but it's awesome. At the rate Chance is going, your maker will never leave. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Shannon, okay, I'm really lost in here. What the fuck is going on? I don't think anyone knows. Right now, I'm just kind of bullshitting. I was telling stories about my past, and then I was actually going to end the stream, and then I'll swallow your soul showed up. I'll swallow your soul showed up and decided to say, your maker, you're as cool as this $100 bill I'm giving you. And I was like, well, son of a bitch, I guess I'm staying on a little longer now because I'm not going to be that dick that's like, yo, thanks for the hundo. Out! Type of thing. So now we're just chilling. If I get another story that pops into my head that's a good one without having to try and force it, then I will share it. If not, then I will just go and continue to bullshit with everyone because I also want to save some of my stories for future streams too. I mean, I got plenty of them, but at the same time, yes. Scarecrow Corpse, your maker, I do horror stories, and you are the reason I do them. That is really awesome. I appreciate that. If anyone's looking for more scary stories, I guess go check out Scarecrow Corpse. No need for sleep, your maker, says Foxy and Lucy. My sleep has been so bad lately. So bad. I think I slept 5 hours last night and then 4 or 5 the night before. And pretty much the same and the same and the same and the same and the same. I'm so tired. Like, I tried to go back to sleep again, and man, it just doesn't work. Doesn't work. Shannon says, do you stream every night? I do not, but I do plan on trying to stream probably every night or every other night type of thing. And it'll probably be, I'm not really sure at the time. I got to figure out a time and everything. And then I'm also going to be doing more consistently my Patreon-only live streams too, so that way I can respond to every single Patreon without them having to super chat. So that way I don't miss anyone type of thing. Yes. Yes, it's been a 2-hour stream so far. Holy moly. And then Ryan says, oh shit, I gotta start school in 3 weeks. Damn, Ryan. Better enjoy that summer break while you can. Wes Hajadum says, fuck the Nazis. Why do I say Nazis? Nazis. Why do we say Nazis instead of Nazis? Is it supposed to be Nazis? And I've just always heard. See, that's also, and also I agree with that statement. Fuck the Nazis. But I wonder why that is that we have that, and just it's a Nazi, or it's Nazi instead of Nazi. I don't know. Weird. I used to edit my voice, but I finally got used to my voice. You know, I've thought about not editing my voice, but I think that'd be too much work to try to edit my voice every time. But maybe do a different voice. Like do a creepier one, like, bruh, I start school on Monday. It's hard to do in this area, but just one of my creepier ones where it's, hey baby, how you doing today? Get over here, bend over to the back of the front of the toes. What? I don't even know what the fuck I just said. Do I do fictional stories too? Yes, I do. I actually just merged my Your Maker into Fear Your Maker channel, so there's going to be creepypastas, all kinds of stuff on this channel, my main channel. But I've still really never had too many creepypastas, well, that I know about, that aren't claimed as true, that have been amazing. I want something on par with the Russian sleep experiment. That's my favorite creepypasta, and I want something along those lines. Unit 522 edits his voice, makes it deeper. There's actually a lot of people that do their voice. I don't know if he edits it to do that, or if he just talks real low or something. I was 8 years old, and I was walking to the store. I didn't know where to go, so I turned back around. Now, when I was 8 years old, I wasn't sure where to go, so I smelt my nipples. Yeah, back when I first started on my phone, I had a different voice, because where I was at, I couldn't talk too loud, because my voice is really bassy and reverbs a lot, so it gets a lot of echo. So back when I first started and was using my cell phone, I would talk a little bit more like this, so that way it was more smooth and it didn't put as much of the deep voice in there. But then it was also really hard to slow down when I was talking. I would always end up reading like this, and I didn't know how to edit back then, so I was spending about 8 hours per video, and the videos were about 5 or 6 minutes, and I was dripping sweat because I was in my garage. Eventually, I finally made it inside my house and built my own little recording area. Once that ran out, I ended up building my own area. Now I'm in my closet. But I'm also in another house, and I have it lined with a whole bunch of cushions, and it works pretty well. It's just somewhat odd because I can't have lights in here because of the sound. But at the same time, I enjoy the dark, because as Lazy Masquerade would say, the best things happen in the dark. That guy! It says $1. Thank you so much for the support. The $1. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. I don't know what the A is, but thank you very much. I'll swallow your soul says, you are the best, Your Maker. Say good night. I will not be offended if you end the stream. You see, and that's what's so awesome, is I have such amazing fans and everything, and subscribers, and a lot of them have become friends, and I really appreciate that. You know, I'll chat for a few more minutes for sure, and then we'll go ahead and call it a night. I know it's getting late, and I'll end up doing another stream within the next couple of days. But I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're in a dark, small closet? ? No, this closet is not small by any means. This closet is massive. Probably the biggest closet I've ever had. It's 20 feet long? No, maybe 15? 15 to 20 feet long. And probably about 7 to 8 feet wide. So, yeah, it's a pretty big closet. Chance Singleton once again sneaking up in here with that sneaky little face, not saying a damn thing, but showing us all he's here and he supports the channel, saying, yeah, I'm Chance Singleton, and I support your maker. Yeah, that was a cat. I don't know what he's doing. I wonder if I locked him in the bedroom and he's just like, yo, let me out so I can eat. He is fat. Like, he is big. He also has asthma, so he has that really bad asthma attacks. We brought him to the vet to try to figure out what to do for him, because I feel so bad when he's in an asthma attack. You know, it's not fun, I can tell. But it's going to be like $700 a month, I think, for medicine. For whatever, the pills or some shit. And that's per month. I'm just like, what the fuck? I can't afford that. If I were to get medical insurance now too, that's $800 a month. I don't have that either. Thanks, Obamacare. Fucking prices are so ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, $800. Come on, that's rent. That's utilities. That's all that shit right there. But yeah. My favorite show, someone asked. My favorite show, probably Survivor. Yeah, Survivor's been one of the longest shows I've watched. Right now, what I'm watching is Big Brother, and I am dreading that Zing bot. I fucking hate that Zing bot. I don't know how the fuck anyone over the age of 13 thinks that shit is entertaining. I get a migraine almost immediately, and I turn that shit off. So I'm not looking forward to that episode. But I do watch Big Brother. I've also been watching Australian Survivor. Because crikey! You'd be stupid not to. The only difference is the accent. Everything is the same, down to the detail of the editing. I think I went pirate with that shit. I'm so bad with accents. Bering Sea Gold. I like pretty much reality shows. I like the reality shows. I'm not much... Like, I was into MasterChef, but it's not... it got boring. It's just all like a sob fest for the best story. Hell's Kitchen I do like. I do like that. I do like that. I got tired of like all the adult cartoons. Except South Park. I do like South Park. But as for Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, even Mr. Pickles, for some reason I've gotten burnt out of them all. I have no idea. Chance sneaking in once again with a $1 super chat, saying I'm not going to say a goddamn thing, but I'm here, baby. Your maker noticed me. Even though he didn't say your maker noticed me, I could probably not say a goddamn thing, and he probably just be like, he must not have seen that. Here's another silent one. Someone asked, do I watch The Walking Dead? I do. I'm debating on if I want to watch it anymore, because it's just turning into a soap opera. And I don't know. I mean, I understand they have to have some sort of storyline to it, but I don't give a fuck. I want to watch zombies eat people and people kill zombies. A little story's cool, like where it gets to the Negan part, but I don't give a fuck about all the, I love you. Yeah. I also watched the Fear the Walking Dead, but that's also turning into a soap opera. I'm convinced that a lot of these shows make their first season good, and then on purpose slowly get rid of the action and start filling it in with dialogue. Rick and Morty, no. It's funny, but I can't watch it. I don't like a lot of burping and fucking all that kind of shit in my ear. So, I mean, it's funny. I mean, the writers are definitely on point, but I just certain things for me are my tickers. I'm kind of, I don't know, I guess some people would think I have misophonia. I don't know. I used to eat with headphones on, so I didn't hear myself eat. It's gotten a little better. I still get really angry when I hear my wife. Not like angry at her, just like anxious and like, I don't know, like frustrated. Almost like when you're like really angry, but you're not angry. You're just like frustrated. Like when you're trying to go to sleep and you cannot sleep forever and you got to be up in a few hours type of thing. But worse. But yeah, I'm getting a little more used to it, I think. And I think it's even worse because of her surgery and stuff. And I think that makes it easier for me not to really pay attention. You know, that's when I'll just put my headphones on or start playing a game or something so I don't, hear it. Foxy and Lucy coming in with the $1 super chat. $1 CA super chat. Not saying a thing either. Everyone's silent today. I really appreciate that, though. Thank you so much. I can't believe no one's saying anything. Annie says, Game of Thrones? No. Never seen an episode and never plan on watching an episode. Not my cup of tea. That cat is going to make me piss myself. Yeah, the cat's slowly walking back and forth. Like I said, I think I have him locked in here. Not in the closet. Closet doesn't have a door. That's why he comes to harass me all the time. Even when I'm recording, like, I gotta lock him out. It's like, get away. Otherwise, he comes in and he's like, meow. Danny Roxas Gomez coming in with that silent super chat. I guess that's a trend going on now. Everyone's like, yo, we want to support the channel, but we don't want to talk to you. Family Guy, someone asked. No. Well, I used to watch it. I like it, but I got burnt out on it, so no. American Horror Story, I've watched a couple episodes, but not as horror-y as I would like / expect. Am I going to buy Madden 18? No, I don't buy sports games on consoles. Not sports games like that, like a Rocket League I have, but when it's basketball, any sports, no. I can't. Ever since I played all the sports growing up, something about trying it on a controller is never fun. I'd rather just go play the actual sport. Same with like the MMA games and all that. Yeah. That kitty. Yeah, this cat is so my wife laughs her ass off. This cat is like attached at the fucking hip to me. I don't know why it loves me so much, but this cat is always within a few feet of me. And working from home, that's great. Like I'll sit on the couch, he jumps up right next to me on the couch. He has his own thing. He'll start biting, love biting my arm and nudging my arm and petting himself and all that shit. And then I'll go to the bathroom. He'll get up and walk to the bathroom with me and then come back to the couch. It's like, what the hell are you doing, dude? I can walk 5 feet. He'll bug me if I don't go to bed till really late. Like that's who made me go to bed last night was him. If I'm not in bed, he'll come out and he'll just stare at me and just meow until I go to bed. Like it's so crazy. And then I get in there and he jumps up, he beats me up there and he'll start just cuddling with me, nibbling my arm again. And then throughout the night, like he'll leave and then he'll come back up and like I'll be passed out and I'm just waking up to him. Meow, meow. And it's like he gets louder if I don't answer. He doesn't give away. He comes close to my face and he's just like right in my face. Like fucking Satan. But yeah, he's a lover. He's awesome. Cool cat. Heard of Jim Harold's Campfire? True Ghost Stories. No, I have not. Someone said, you ever play Rocket League? Yeah, I do. I play quite a bit. I got a sexy little car too. I have all the gold explosions. I got my field green Dracos. I got my heat wave. I got my field green octane. Got my hustle brows. And I work it. Yeah, I walk down. All the people are like, damn, you make a work in that shit. And I'm like, yeah, whiff the ball. Yeah, I'm like a legend. Well, I'm like a legend. I was meaning the rank of the game. I guess I am a legend in some senses. In other ways too. But yeah. Amy F just made it when we're about to end the stream here soon. No, Amy. So damn, I am late. Hey, all scary story buddies. Hey, your maker. What up, Amy? Well, the good thing is when I end this stream, at least it's going public, so you will be able to go watch it. So that's good. How long have I been married? I think it's been like 3 years now. Just off the top of my head without actually paying attention. Yeah. Minty fresh bacon. Oh, damn, I haven't caught one of these in forever. What's up, you maker? It's been a minute. If it's been forever, it's definitely been a minute. A long minute. I'm doing very well. I hope you are too. A lot of you all are joining right when I leave. But again, that's different time zones, different things. Everybody, there's always a different cycle of people coming in. And I see you, Chance, trying to sneak up in there again with that no comment anything super chat. Just with that sneaky little smug look on his face. Look at that look on his face. Everyone look at Chance's face. Just look at that face, right? Just look at that face. Just look at that face. Blank as could be. Not a thing on there. Thank you so much, Chance. You can still say something. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. What are your thoughts on cryptids like Bigfoot and Dogmen? I think a lot of them are probably bullshit. But I also think there are a lot, well, not a lot, but there are some that are probably true because we don't know everything on this planet. And, yeah, I could easily see like a Bigfoot or something being out there. I mean, big ass jungle. I mean, it's kind of like a monkey thing. I mean, it's not a far stretch to say there's a giant monkey out in the fucking, rainforest. I don't fucking know. But, as for other things, not so much. I'm a believer. I still enjoy the stories. I'm just not so much of a, that type of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. Yeah. Warda Binte Zahid. I really like your voice. Laugh my ass off. I just discovered you because I was watching your Home Alone video and I saw your live, so hey, I love your channel. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the kind words. And don't forget to subscribe, so that way you can stay up to date on my future content. Nicholas asks, you drink beer? Well, that wasn't a question. There was no question mark. It just says, you drink beer. Yes, sir, I do occasionally. Didn't grab any yesterday because my throat hurt. And I'm probably not drinking any today because, I don't know, it just doesn't sound good to me. I do drink beer. Fucking cat hair flying around my face. Yeah, I drink beer. Favorite beer, Corona. Second favorite would be Miller. And, I really like Foster's, too. I don't know why, but I like Foster's. Yeah, and the Mickey's. Back in the day, Mickey's was my thing. Back before I was able to drink of legal age. How did I get a case of fucking Mickey's back then? I don't know how in the fuck I did that. Back when I was in college, like I said, I was 17. I met this other kid who was about 16 or 17 as well. He was also in college. And we obviously became friends. We were the youngest people in college. So we became friends. And he ran away from home, went to Alaska or some shit. And he gave me all his old books. And he was like, here, sell them. I was like, okay. So I sold them back to the school. Oh, that's what it was. He asked me to sell them and send him money. So that's what I did. I sold him and then sent him the money. And he told me to keep some of it or something like that. Anyway, it was randomly. I was in Roseburg, Oregon at a Walmart. And I just happened to fucking run into the dude. Like, he had come back from his running away or whatever and happened to run into him. And I think I was 18 at the time. Might have been 18 at the time. But somehow we went to a store and I don't remember much after that. I remember we came back with a case of Mickeys. Like 24 Mickeys. But none of us were over 21. None of us were even like 19. How in the fuck did that happen? I don't remember. I guess I got so drunk that day it kind of like messed my whole memory up. Whoops. The Kawaii Ninetales. Your maker. Are you secretly a god? I don't like to offend people. That's why I don't talk too much about God. Otherwise, I'd make jokes right now. But I try to keep in mind other people's opinions. And some people hold gods to very high... what am I... regards? No, is that the right word I'm looking for? Very highly in their mind. We'll just say that. So I try to respect a lot of people for that. So I'm not even going to joke about if I'm a god or not. But I am a dog. So I guess that's God in a way. Just spelled backwards. So... So Melissa says I really enjoy sour beer. So good. Sour beer. The hell is sour beer? I've been enjoying the best damn cream soda and the best damn root beer. Expensive, like fucking $9 for a 6-pack. I haven't had one in a long time, but I remember I tried one and man, like I looked at the bottle, I was like, how in the fuck does it taste just like a cream soda or a root beer and there's alcohol? Like it was crazy. Ryan, do I have a Spotify? No, I do not. I don't. Someone's like, it's just a big mess here. It is just a big mess. It's kind of everywhere, but that's the best way to have it, you know? That's the best way. Just roll it off the top, you know? Yeah. Ollie says, I promised you donuts on Twitter. Donut. Aw, thanks so much. I'm not much of a donut fan, by the way. But I'm going to take them since you gave them to me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not too much of a donut fan either. And it's all the sugar. I like plain donuts. I will eat the fuck out of plain donuts. Your maker, the greatest storyteller in the world, my brother. What is your favorite horror game? The Unstealthy Ninjas asks. Probably Friday the 13th for right now. Back in the day it was Resident Evil, but I haven't played any of the new ones. I haven't played a Resident Evil since like original PlayStation. Sure, I don't know. Yeah. Mecha. Does that say marijuana? Mecha marijuana. Favorite food? Any food when I'm high. No, I'm just kidding. Seafood. Specifically shrimp and then crab. Or crab. Crab and then shrimp. Crab's so fucking... Why does crab sound so good? And why is it so fucking expensive? I wanted some crab the other day. And I'm looking at the king crab and it's like $25 a pound. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't even buy that if it was half that. Come on. But then like you look at that leg and you're just like, oh my god. That leg right there could be in my stomach. But then it's not. But yeah, seafood, definitely. Do you live in Oregon too? Asks Kaylin Hill. Not anymore. I moved from Oregon years ago. Now I am down in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Known as a very big party town, and I hate parties, which is fucking funny as fuck. I don't go to the bars here. I've been to one of the bars twice. Once was to pick up a friend's wife, and I was with him too. Don't get that wrong. And the second was because they had some really nice shrimp tacos, and I worked right behind the bar. So I was like, shrimp tacos for like a fucking $1. I'm there. Called in the order, walked in, grabbed them, bounced out. I don't like bars. I guess the only time I really go to a bar is to play poker. And yeah. Partying is not my scene anymore. Favorite reptile? Snakes, for sure. The guinea pigs I have were supposed to be a snake. I went to the pet store for a snake, but in the process of looking for a snake, my wife pointed out the guinea pigs, and I had actually never really seen a guinea pig, as weird as that sounds. And they were cute as fuck, and I was looking for an office pet. So I was like, cool. These will work perfect. Yep, I didn't research at all. I didn't know that they made sounds, and I didn't know that they need a very specific diet, and didn't know they wanted a companion. So let's just say, oh, and I didn't know I was allergic to hay. So my lungs have been fucked for like 2 years since we've had the guinea pigs. And yes, we have guinea pigs now because they needed company. And we got the first one, set it all up, and then found out they needed company. So went and got another one the next day and put them in the same cage. And then they just kept raping each other. And then one ended up passing away. And then I put the guinea pig in my bedroom that night because I didn't want him to be alone and sad because he's a baby guinea pig. And then we went and got another pig and another cage so that way they're not together. So now our guinea pigs literally have their own bedroom. There is nothing in there except for the guinea pigs and all their supplies. We got a whole bunch of puzzle pieces and put them all over the floor, those foam puzzle pieces. And I got those big rabbit cages that you get from PetSmart. And those are side by side, so they can run next to each other. There's gaps where they can touch noses and all that, but they can't fight. They can't rape each other or do any of that. Yeah, they ended up not being office pets like I had planned because I didn't know that they fucking squeaked and made noise. I thought they were just like a mouse. I mean, a mouse squeaks, but it's not like... You know what I'm like a fucking... What the hell are these things? They're sweet as hell. Cute. But, loud. Chase single or Chance. You're turning into Chase now. I'm slowly gonna delete a letter out of your name every time. Chance. Thank you so much. Once again, coming in with the secretness. Secretness. Do I like Guns N' Roses? I do. Have you had rabbits as pets before? No. My sister has, and I had some friends, and my wife has, but I never had rabbits as pets. I guess it might have been considered a family pet. I mean, I was a kid, our family had it, but it was more my sister's. I mean, I took care of them, kind of. Did I? I don't remember. Yeah, no, I cleaned their shit. I cleaned their shit. Yeah, I had rabbits. They were mine. I cleaned their shit. Yes, I already answered you, Nicholas. I like Guns N' Roses. I do. What's your favorite Reddit story? Probably one of my favorite ones was ones I got ignored on for permission. They ignored me and then said yes to corpse, I assume. That was a sad day. I remember I caught that story within the first 30 minutes of it being up and asked for permission, and they told me no. Well, they actually didn't fucking say a thing. They didn't even respond. So they're not my favorite fucking story anymore, so fuck them. My favorite story would have to be... I don't know. It's hard to say from all my Reddit ones. There's a lot of different Reddit ones. The one I did way a long time. I can't even find the video. About the chick who really loved AIDS. Or something like that. Like blood and AIDS. And she was trying to get AIDS or give AIDS. Or both. Yeah. She wanted to have love AIDS or some shit. I don't remember. But that was a really good one. Yeah. The Lion King. Will you marry me? I'm already married, Lion King. I'm so sorry. I mean, I was born into a Mormon family, but I don't practice, so having multiple wives isn't exactly a good thing or even a legal thing. Xbox or PlayStation? PlayStation, for sure. In your opinion, what is the best story you've ever told on your channel? Sorry. Now everyone's gonna start yawning. My bad. Didn't mean to pass it along. Whoops. My favorite story is the one with the pot farmer that killed the guy. Or didn't kill the guy, but didn't save the guy. Probably one of my favorite ones. I should re-record that. When I listen to it, I don't like the way I narrated it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream here in a couple minutes, guys. So we'll go and start wrapping it up just so you know I'll answer a few more questions. Nicholas, you should calm down, fool. I've already answered if I liked Guns N' Roses. You don't need to ask about every specific song if I like it. I enjoy that song, Paradise City. I do. Calm down, dude. He's like, fucking answer. I need to know if you like Guns N' Roses Paradise City. The future of the world depends on it. Yeah. Yeah. Dank memes. Do you like them? I love memes. I've even made a few. Yes. And Chance had to come back in at least one more time. He's got like, hey, I hear you're ending the stream. Come over here. I got to tell you something. Are you ready? And then he just sits there and stares at me and doesn't say a fucking thing. Thanks, Chance. I really do appreciate it, though, Chance. Thank you so much. Oh, now Big Boss is joining in. Do you like guns or roses? Guns. If I had to choose. Guns. What the fuck? My OBS just said it crashed. What the fuck? I don't know if I'm live again. I don't know if I'm live again. Yes, I do love Chance, if that's what you heard. Yeah. Chance is huge and all. He's this huge supporter of the channel. Super awesome. And he's mysterious. Someone said, hey, do you think that story is real? The one about the pot farmer? I can almost probably guarantee that has happened. Whether that story is real or not, I don't know. But I can almost guarantee. I lived in that area my whole first 14 years of my life. So I know all about the transients that come through, and I know all about the seasonal work that show. I mean, everything about it seemed legit. So, I mean, but I don't know. Why would someone just say that randomly? Maybe he really did just want to get it off his chest. I don't know. But, I definitely think that something like that, probably not with, the dog dying and all that, but I can guarantee someone has tried to rob someone's property and gotten killed and probably buried out in the woods around there. I can guarantee it. Actually, not long after I posted that story, 2 or 3 people robbed a pot farmer and killed him and stole 5 pounds of weed. So, I mean, it happens a lot. It happens a lot for sure. Yeah, I don't know why it disconnected me, but I was getting ready to end the stream anyways. It's been 2.5 hours. Holy shit. Your maker, do you know what Roblox is? Kind of, just because my nephew plays it. It's like mini games in Minecraft. Yeah. Yes. What to do for the eclipse? The eclipse, I was debating on doing a live stream on my mobile because I'm not going to buy any glasses because I'm a rebel and I used to look at the sun when I was a kid. So I think if I want to look at the sun, I'm just going to look at the fucking sun. I'm not going to stare at it, but I could peek up and look at it. But then I was also thinking, I was like, why? I have a phone. I can just aim that camera at the phone. Yes, it might put a little spot in my camera, but how often do I use my phone to even care about that? So I debated I might actually do a live stream for the eclipse. But the thing is, I'm only going to have like a 67.7% eclipse here. We're not going to have the best eclipse. But I might do a live stream through mobile, see how that works, and everyone can watch the eclipse with me. But I'm sure everyone's going to be out watching the eclipse by themselves. I told stories in the beginning, Rock Bottom 187 Hinson. Not scary stories. I just told stories about my life. I've had them sporadic throughout here. The stream is about to end, but it will be going public afterwards, so you can go back and listen to them. Yes. Someone said they're leaving. Melissa Mitchell's, everyone, Fireflower. Later, guys. Thank you for dropping in, and I guess on that note, I should be getting ready to head out too. What am I gonna do? I got dinner. I'm fucking starving. So hungry. Alright, Nicholas Lusk has gotta be just a troll. Asking again if I like Guns N' Roses. Yeah. Rasi Saran, yes, you missed it. We're ending it right here, but this will go on the channel, So you will be able to watch it all. Anything you might have missed, anything that might have lagged for you, minus where my OBS disconnected, because it fucking sucks. Actually, it's probably because I have to update. Chance! I'm trying to say goodbye, Chance! And he's like, I gotta come back in and say nothing. I just picture him coming up and be like, your maker. And just staring at me. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate everyone coming and checking this out. Any of you that are my Patreon supporters, make sure you head on over to Patreon so you can check out the new video that's out. It's not out publicly for everyone yet. It will be soon. Just so everyone knows, the reason it might be a couple days is I'm waiting for YouTube to say, hey, this video is not cool for kids. We're taking ads off. That way I can go, yo, look at that video again. See if it's good for kids or not. Because I think it is, mofos. And then I'm going to wait for them to be like, yo, you were right, dude. Here. That's all right for kids. You can have some ads. And then at that point, I'm going to try to put it up. Because it seemed like as soon as I made my other one public, about 5-6 hours after I did it, they took the ads off. And then I didn't even get the notification for an appeal for about another 10 hours after I went to sleep. And then when I got up, I had to wait another 12 hours to get it approved. So I'm trying to wait. Speaking of, Jenny H tried to sneak by with a $5 super chat without saying anything before we leave. Didn't even want to say goodbye or anything. Just said, you maker, shut up and take my money. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Jenny and Chance, you sneaky dude. And definitely I'll swallow your soul. Definitely got to hook you up with a huge thank you. It means a lot. And here, let me get back over here. Trying to look here. Foxy and Lucy, thank you. Danny Roxas Gomez. That guy. Future Shocker 16. Virgil 077. Sinister Syndrome. And it looks like all the same people. That's crazy. And Susie Hall. Sorry, I'm trying to go through and thank again all my people that super chatted. Shayla Terry, Marge Bott, Benjamin Thornton. Chance, I see you again on that list. Rainy Day. Rainy Day's not here anymore, but definitely give a shout out because they're gonna come back and listen for sure. Abby Kimmel, thank you. Blue Titan, Harley Dawn, Jessen 1990. It's ya boy Austin. Darkness Prevails. Corinthia Gonzalez. Caroline Garrigos. Kenzie Rose. Thank you all so much. And that's there. I made it through the whole list of super chats. What the hell did someone just super chat? Keely Gustav. I'm trying to end the stream and I was super chatting and everything. Thank you so much, Keely. Kaylee. It's probably Kaylee. I would think that'd be Kaylee. I think that would be a unique spelling of Kaylee. I mean, that would make sense to me. Right? Yeah. I hope so, Kaylee. I hope I didn't butcher your name. And if it's Keely, at least I got it covered right there. Thank you so much. I'm ending my stream now. I feel bad, but I'm so sorry. Stop sending super chats. I'm leaving. I don't want to feel like a dick. And then fucking Chance. Fucking Chance. You're awesome. You're such a troll too. I love it, dude. I love it. But yeah, I don't even know what to say, man. You guys' support is really, it means a lot, especially with everything going on. Everywise, I try not to talk about it much, but it really means a lot. And thank you all so much. And I will definitely be trying to live stream a lot more regularly. So make sure you keep an eye out. If you aren't set up for notifications, make sure that you click the bell icon next to my name on the channel, and then click that you want all notifications. And Jenny H had to come in and say, "Hey, you leaving? $1 for the road." $1? That's kind of not right. $1 for the road. And then man, all right, guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna seriously bounce up out of here before people just keep throwing money. I mean, I'd love to. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to stay, but I feel like a dick when I'm. Yeah. You guys are just far too kind. Thank you, everyone. Please have an awesome night. If I don't catch you this weekend with a live stream, I will definitely catch you guys next week because I do also have to record the review for that beanbag chair and all that good stuff. So, seems like, can I do my highest voice? My highest voice would probably be annoying as fuck. But back in the day, we would okay.
Yeah, babies. Thank you all so much for coming out. I'll catch you all later, and I hope you have a good one. Be safe, happy, and just remember, it's always scary if it's true.